new always talking shit show.
Yo.
What's good, y'all?
It's your boy Doc on.
This your boy Akeem Sincere.
And you're back into him with the always talking shit show. Did I? I didn't even notice.
It's all good.
Well, this week, we're going to start you off with a little beat break. While we
get right. Hey, you know what? I need to start.
We back in this G thing.
We back?
Yeah, we back.
We back, man. We back live, man. Another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show. Catch us over here from Snap ATS Show, Facebook. We live right now, man. Holla at us. My bad. That was a little makeshift marketing right there.
I hate when you get to like the last couple hits of the dab pen. You feel like, fuck.
Right.
Watching that shit slowly dissipate.
All right, man. So, what was I saying? We can get with the show. But I did, because I ain't even really do my due diligence, bro. Fuck it. Excuse my language. Y'all can look it up. It's a kid in the Bronx.
Do your Googles.
Do your Googles, man. On the way over here, man, I heard about a story of a kid in the Bronx, man. And everybody, if you know about the Bronx, you know. You know what I mean? The Bronx been Chicago a long time. So, kid in the Bronx has a little feud on, what was it? What did I say? Snapchat?
You said a game, I thought.
Maybe it was a game, Snapchat, social. Yeah, one of these socials. Something social. He was beefing with a kid. Kids got into it, you know, regular little boyish, like, whatever, I'll do this, you know, you won't do nothing. So it pull up, man. The pull up game was strong. Little man pulled up. 13 years old. Shot another 13-year-old. Shot at him four times. As I put up 5. Shot at him 4 times, but
gave that nigga a whole extra stray, huh?
Right. But yeah, man. So this is where the story gets real. This is how it caught my attention. Shorty makes it home after risking it all. He shoots his op in the leg, lower leg, and next thing I know, his mother gets wind that her son is being looked for. You know, that they're looking for a son. They're searching for a baby. Moms do the hood thing, man. That don't place.
Ass right to the station.
Snatched his little ass up, dropped him off like, here he is.
Cause mom, it don't matter. Mom can be from the streets. As soon as mom have a kid, mom don't remember street code no more.
Fam,
street code's dead.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Niggas that's knee deep in the street. I heard Whack 100 say that shit. That nigga was like, you think my daughter ever seen a sidewalk, nigga?
Right.
Like, my daughter from the suburbs and go to private school. Just like Jeezy's kids, nigga.
Right.
Just like
Ho's kids, just like Kanye's kids. Just
but
like,
I'm talking mainly the niggas that be talking that street shit.
Just like Game's kids.
Cause nigga, Ho's image says that his kids is going to the best
50
school.
Cent's kids.
When they was at school, like his new kids,
yeah,
they're not going to no PF nothing.
Yeah, they're the PS
nigga,
no shit.
I'm about to be at Montclair Academy or some shit like that. So I just think that it's just something to think about, man. It's a lot of our culture. I don't even like saying that. Society has gotten to a point where people are uber sensitive and uber, I don't know if violent is the word, but I'm gonna go with violent because I think that
uber aggressive.
It's like an aggressive, non-aggressive culture. It's like everybody
uber passive aggressive.
Right, uber passive aggressive. Everybody wants to be aggressive, but even passive aggressive people have aggressiveness lying dormant in there. I've been accused of being passive aggressive. I'm just saying that it's like, man, bitches and bullies, man. That's what it is, bro. You got cats that act like a bully 24/7, 365. Mm. As soon as they bully get tested, they turn bitch.
That's real.
They're either a victim, they're either running and grab a gun and trying to kill everybody in sight. You know what I'm saying? They walking in the movie theater. Niggas just trying to watch Batman, bro. You know what I'm saying? They come to the school. They don't get at the kids that necessarily got at them or made them that way, or the teachers or something. No, they just start spraying shit up. So that means you just shot the nigga that was nice to you every day. Right. Like you just shot the one kid that told the other kids to stop bothering you. It gets crazy, bro. It gets nuts, man. And I just think that bitches. That's the best way I could describe it. Bitches. Some bully bitches, man.
Bully bitches.
It's like you got to pick one.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
can't be a punk and a bully. You can't be sensitive and always got something to say about somebody.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I guess you can.
You know how?
How?
LGBTQ.
Well, that's a whole community, though.
Sorry. I'm sorry I took it there.
Don't apologize to me, nigga. I ain't part of that community. You need to apologize to them.
I'm not apologizing to them.
That's fine, man. That's all good, man. You can find him at @DocOn_show. That's him. I'm just like, let that mafia get on you, boy. So this is what I'm saying, though. But this is the problem, though. This is why I know you being like light with what you're saying, but everybody don't know. I'm just clarifying it because we ain't hypocrites, nigga. We talk about prejudgment shit all the time and stereotypes all the time. Like even with the Dave Chappelle shit, when he told that crazy ass joke right after about talking about how short he died, what'd he say? He was like, "See, y'all sensitive about that shit, but she'd have loved that joke. Yeah, that would have been her shit." So she's living proof, and I'm not saying it's just one. Nigga, my older sister is a part of the LGBTQ community,
but she's not part of the mafia.
She's just not. She has not became an initiated member of the LGBTQ mafia. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where they just attack everybody that voices any kind of, not even disdain. That's the thing. It's I don't even know if it's opposition. It's questioning. Like, hey, so
yeah, right.
What are you gonna do if this? Like, I mean, if you're telling me that we went to school together, and shout out to, we got a friend, we ain't gonna name his name, but we know somebody recently that's going through a transition. Yeah. I would like for that person to think that I'm a friend of his, or a friend of his, or at least I'm understanding of his transition. Right. Like, dog, I don't have to actually understand it, but I'm not judgmental about it. Is what I'm trying to say, right? Right. I'm not ostracizing him or her because of it. Yeah. So my thing is this, man, like, we just got to grow up and we got to stop being so sexual as a society. Americans are so infatuated with who their neighbors are sleeping with and how they're doing it.
I don't get that.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't get that.
Fam, because you know, like,
I don't get
because
that
you know,
at
growing up in like
all.
the hood or like certain urban areas and shit at the suburbs, if you got some cool friends, you know, after a
Right.
while you start questioning what so and so doing, the crowd gonna look at you and be like, yo,
Why are you worried about that?
I mean, why you keep asking about what he doing?
What are you doing?
What you want?
What
You want to
got
try
going
that?
on,
You interested?
right.
Right? We got to get to that point.
It's that
We gotta get to the
it's that-
point where-
it's that what you eat don't make me shit statement.
Right. And it's another thing. Heterosexual sex is played out. Hear me out when I say that.
I was nigga, you
Hear me
gotta
out
look
when I
for
say
me
that.
quick.
No,
Like,
hear me.
Whoa.
Hear me out when I say that. Hey, what is this?
That's the laptop.
No, what's this right here?
That's the screen.
Screen from what?
The one that we're looking at. I don't know how I got in this shot though.
That's what I'm saying. That ain't normally there. I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know how I got into this.
I don't know what the hell you got going on. You didn't switch the whole shit up in here. But anyways,
How did we not notice that before?
I did notice it. I've been noticing it. Like, yo, what is that? That's why I thought it was just this. Nigga, what is this?
Yes.
Is it because of this?
No, it's if you want to, you swing it. You're swinging it the wrong way. You'd have to swing it that way to move poodle out. You're gonna end up dropping something.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. What is you got going on? Here, let me scoot over though. All right.
You know what's funny?
What?
How are you just noticing this?
I'm not just noticing it. I'm not just
You're
noticing
just noticing it today.
Yeah, this wasn't like that yesterday. Oh, you know what it is though? Normally, nigga, when you on your gamer shit, nigga, you be having me push all the hell away over here. So I don't even be like in that. But the thing is, I also could see what I'm doing right here. So I know some shit isn't moved. It don't matter. I'm not making it a big deal. I don't care.
So you had more room, nigga.
I'm talking about the visual. I wasn't. No, nigga, you just had to stop hogging all the room, Dre. Cause you be in here by yourself all day, and then so when I come in, like I just be operating around you. I ain't mad at you.
Hold on. Get back to what we was
No, I'm
talking
just saying.
about.
I'm just saying, my nigga. I'm just saying. This is important.
This shit just stopped you all in the middle of what we was.
Yeah, cause I'm like, bro, like this shit just weird seeing half my torso going, and like as I look at it, like it's just weird. And it wasn't like that. That's why I was saying. Like I'm just noticing. That's why I said it wasn't that big of a deal.
It's actually,
but it
been
became a
this
big
for, like,
deal.
The last 3 episodes.
Man, hell no.
Pardon me while I show this nigga. It's really
Show
been
me,
like this
bro.
for the past 3
I
episodes.
definitely don't.
Because this nigga really don't remember.
I really don't. I'm not even trying to. You know, it ain't
I'm
even.
not
That,
saying you being
it's not
funny.
even that big of a deal.
I
It's
know,
just
but
like.
you really don't remember.
But I really was like,
can
dog,
tell
that's
you
how it's
really
been.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I really don't, bro.
I
I'm
can
not even
tell
trying to be
you-
funny.
I can tell you.
I'm damn near
really
positive, nigga, that I was right. But like I, you know what I mean? But not real positive, but like just in my head.
He said
Dog,
that
what
was right.
Fam, you got a lighter? Where the fuck my lighter go? You don't got no lighter?
I do.
Let me get it.
I have to go outside.
Oh, this nigga.
Nigga, how you gonna even talk about me when you ain't got no fucking... Alright, hold on. So this is episode 71. It was there. It's been there. It ain't nothing new.
Damn. Hey man, we'll fix shit around here, man. All right. Is moving the workstation. That's all. Shit crazy.
Hold on. I'm showing the audience. You see it right there near my middle finger. You see that? That's that. You see that? It's last week's episode.
Shit wild, man. Shit wild.
Shit, it's crazy how shit strikes you a day that it didn't strike you another day. It's
Right.
weird how you now notice something that you.
That shit damn near annoying today. Like I'm saying, like, bro, what's going on with
I
this?
think it's because the kind of day you have in a day. You're just
It could've been
annoyed
that,
by
bro.
shit.
You know what,
I think
dog?
You're just easily
That
annoyed
might be
today,
it, bro. That might be it. And you know what's funny?
I think you're
I'm
me
not,
today.
I'm not like this normally.
You're
That's,
me today.
that's not
That's
me,
what
bro.
It is. You're nitpicky today.
Yeah, that's not me either, bro. Like I try not to be that way.
Okay, so Akeem Sincere is Doc on today. He's nitpicky. He's
Sweet,
been nitpicky like a
It
motherfucker
is
today,
crazy,
bro.
man. For real, dog. Like,
Because it's been like this, and I swear.
fam, this is funny because I came in late. Like, I'm the one that came in late, like, man, complaining about shit. Like, fam.
The nigga's been, hey, he's had a rough series of events today.
Yeah, man. It was just an annoying ass day today.
He's being he's on his nitpicky shit.
Fam, and I remember why I'm off Snapchat, why I got off of Snapchat.
You now I'm being reminded again.
Yeah, fam, and it's on steroids now that they got the Snapchat and what's the shit you hate?
Oh, OnlyFans. Oh, you're talking
that don't go good together.
Premium Snapchat and yeah,
bro. Man, I keep getting. I got to turn their alerts off, bro, because I'm like, who is this? Who is this? And you know, everybody on Snapchat got the little cartoon face. There ain't no real pictures on there no more. And Cass is literally just. You want to look at my. Yeah. You want my titty shots? You want to look at my vagina? You want to watch me play with myself in the shower? Like, no, I don't want to watch none of that. No. And if you're going to send some shit like that, just send it. You don't got to ask me.
Right.
Because I'm not paying you. Hey, I just seen a little meme dude was just like, he was showing his car. It was all tricked out. He was like, yeah, man, I done paid for a lot of bullshit. But I ain't never paid none of you bitches $5 to see your pussy. like,
oh, that's so beautiful.
I thought about you. I was like, oh, this nigga Dre love this nigga.
Yeah, I paid the money for a lot of bullshit. But I ain't never get you bitches $5 for
being a sneakerhead, bro. They didn't got me for shoes 3 different times.
Let's talk about how much money.
You know what I mean? Forces and wheat Timbs a nigga done bought.
How much money we done tricked off on shoe cleaner?
Fam,
catching us at the damn register.
And you gonna get it because once you realize how much nigga, I didn't buy these. I can't have nobody just scuffing these bad boys up.
Especially if you buying wheat Timbs.
Come on,
or all white Fazos.
Yeah, that's because when you get the wheats, you gotta, you spraying them with the whole thing anyway.
You hitting them with the waterproof like a motherfucker. You might even Scotch guard them shits.
You know what's fire? Was it crepe?
Oh, I just ordered some new.
Dog.
I got the whites and my
shout out to my homegirl Jamie, nigga. I'm not even gonna lie.
Crepes that shit.
Shout out to my homegirl Jamie. She put me on, and I ain't gonna lie, I was almost being racist. Cause she was just like, no. She was like, Keem, this is what you need for your kid. I'm like, you got blonde hair and blue eyes. Nigga, relax, nigga. You don't know nothing about nigga.
Nah, that crepe?
Shit. Dog, then I seen a little display that you can pour some coffee on your shits, nigga. And
yeah.
I was like, I needed those in high school.
Oh yeah. You know how many pairs of shoes I'd still have if I had that 10 years ago? You know how many pairs of shoes I still have? I probably need like 2-3 closets. If that raggedy, you know what, didn't. No, don't talk. No. Please don't, because we'll get on a whole tangent of how one of my ex bitches kept all my shit for her son. Over 100 pairs of J's. Okay, see, that's at least that nigga getting to wear them. When you go to your house, fuck that. Hold on, stop. Let me tell you where it's different. When you come home from working, and you go into the house that you live, you're the only one legally supposed to be living there. This bitch ain't on a lease, right? Like, and then you go to the gym because you and your man's got a city league game. Shout out to my boy Jew Hatcher. Ask Juice. Worst city game of my life. And we was in a fucking champion. That nigga was looking at me like, Keem, bro, what are you doing? I was like, bro, I ain't tell you the bitch ruined all of my shoes, right? That nigga just stopped dribbling like, nigga, why are you here? Like, I'd have killed that nigga. In the middle of the game? Bro, we talking like this. What? We're talking, and you know what's funny? Were you playing or was it a shooter? No, it's a whole game right now, nigga. Me and Juice the guards, we bringing the ball up the court having a whole conversation. Oh, okay. So nigga, the funny thing is, dog, we really wanted to win this game. Hey, fam, we really wanted to win the game. Cause it was some young boy. It was like some of our young niggas on the other team. Oh yeah. So we just wanted to let them know we ain't done yet, nigga. We took the L, beat their ass all season, took the L in the championship. I remember to the point where the whole young boy was like, "What's wrong with you today?" I was like, "Man, some real shit, some grown up shit, nigga. Don't worry about it. You gotta go back to school tomorrow." That nigga Juice said, "Why are you here?" Fam, I knew I wasn't tripping when my nigga Jew. That's not a violent dude. Like Juice ain't that nigga. Like. That nigga Juice, I passed him the ball. I was like, bro, I ain't tell you that bitch ruined all my shit. You see what I'm hooping? I had some like low top Air Maxes or something like that on, nigga. He was just like, all your shoes? I was like, nigga, I don't got no shoes, nigga. That nigga looked, he picked the ball up and was like, nigga, why are you here? I remember the ref was just like, let's go. Like, what you doing? Like, nigga, it was noticeable. Niggas was like, bro, what is these niggas doing? Like, niggas thought me and Juice was beefing. Was it L? Oh, nah.
Oh.
Nah. Honestly, nah. No, she ain't do nothing like that. Hey, shout out to Elle for not doing no shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to every girl I've dated that didn't do that.
What, like bleach or cut them up?
A little bit of everything. And she had her homegirl from out of town there. So nigga was 2 yamps, nigga, just in my house fucking my shit up while I was at work.
I'd have beat that bitch up.
I'm not gonna lie, the thought wouldn't about cross my head. I could have killed her.
I'd have whooped her and her homegirl.
But you know what's funny? Because that ain't in my character, and I don't believe that's in your character either. You wouldn't have did it. You know why? No, you know why? No. You know why? Bro, because you would have been so mad, like that.
I'm at least fucking her car up.
What car?
Oh fuck.
And you know it's foul. And you know what?
You
know what, bro? And I ain't even tripping. I'm over all that. But you know what's funny? She didn't get her shit together and get her car, nigga, till afterwards. I dipped, nigga. That's how I lived in the high rise. I left that apartment, went to the high rise joint, and was like, man, I'll do this single solo shit, nigga. I'll take the L on that lease, all that.
I ain't gonna hold you. If I had no kids and I was single, that little high rise joint was perfect.
No. You ain't see the one that Ariva and her husband had before.
Little, like,
it's a loft.
Yeah.
It's a loft.
I did see that. I had a homeboy that had that.
Yeah, nigga, the loft. With the loft, the room is up elevated. Fam, that's some like New York City shit in the middle of Reno. I would have stayed there. I don't got no car. Nigga, that'd have been perfect.
Well, if you remember the apartments, like right around from the Robert Street house, the cubes are like that.
Well, yeah.
It's a straight, your bedroom's upstairs, wide open, bathrooms over here, it's its own room, the bottom's your living room.
That's a fact.
And you have a garage under it.
Yeah, no, I like that. It was really convenient, fam, and like.
It's beautiful for a single person.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's beautiful.
It was.
If you're a single person,
it was, bro. Hey, the only difference is the ones here in Vegas, man. Y'all gotta relax on the ticket.
Even if I was filthy ass rich, if I was single, I'm not gonna have no 8-bedroom house. I'm not gonna have no 3,600 square foot apartment.
It depends on how rich I was. I would probably live in my condo, but I would probably have a house tucked somewhere for Thanksgivings for family and shit. Like
for family, I would not be living there throughout the year.
That's what I'm saying. I would live in the studio.
I would have it. But I'd have some fly ass studio somewhere, nigga.
Dog, if you got a high rise in Seattle,
yeah, nigga, you're rich.
You just fly.
Yeah,
just a fly ass place to live like that.
Your elevator is your front door.
That's what's fly.
That's
about
when
it.
you're fly. Is when your elevator
that is true.
Is in your walks you in your house. That's sick as fuck, my nigga.
That's true.
That's a dream of mine to have that apartment, nigga, where my front door is the elevator, where I got a doorman that don't let nobody in.
Right, I was about to say, because all the yamps I was messing with at the time, it was impossible to get caught up, nigga.
Yeah, wouldn't let nobody.
Because nigga was like, man, I remember time like, man, shorty at the front. Shorty at the front. I'm going through the side door. Like, you can't even just get in like that. Like, nigga, I'm straight.
Because that dude's like, you're not on this list.
Right, you can't come in here.
Get me fired.
Right, I can't let you up
in here. I'll lose my job tonight if he says I let you in here.
And that's when I be like, nigga, I was asleep, man, when he was hitting me.
And he probably, I think they get sued for shit like that because you can get somebody killed.
Fam, if I got a restraining order on the amp,
yeah, you get somebody
and she come up there and or she got one on me, and she comes up to my apartment starting some shit. Now I'm in violation of my restraining order all because you let him up. You know what I mean? So it is. That shit is important. Like, you really gotta pay one of them dudes like to get upstairs. If you wasn't trying to, like, you weren't supposed to be up there, you got to make it worth somebody while. And it might not be because how much you gonna pay him? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If they come to that door and tell you I'll give you 30,000 and let me upstairs, you know he about to go kill somebody.
Yeah.
something crazy about to happen. You gonna be in trouble, nigga.
And that 38 worth you going to prison for the rest of your life because you're an accessory at that point. You got paid to let him upstairs. You're going to prison.
You part of it. Hey, let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get into our show though. Fam, I don't like how the government is using the RICO law. But nobody's gonna ever say, hey man, that the way you're doing that, using that law to bring down those gang members and drug dealers, like, that ain't really ethical and it's not really legal and it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Because everyone kind of in their head has a thought of like, oh, well, that's just for drug dealers and gang members. I ain't doing that shit. Mm-hmm. Until you start a nonprofit organization that is dubbed revolutionary, that's doing good work in the community, they hit your ass with a RICO. The way they're using a RICO, like, everybody can be in a RICO right now.
I mean, you can be in a RICO.
We are. We could be in a RICO right now. Like, it don't just make up something illegal that we're doing.
Just off one mutual friend we got, we could be in a RICO. As loosely as they're throwing them shits together.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As loosely as they got the shit thrown
We're
together.
in it.
No, as loosely as they throwing them shits together. Like, I ain't gonna lie. As a person that don't break the law, as a person, well, I'm not a. Yeah, exactly. Like at this stage of my life, man, I'm on the right side of everything.
When they saw us both at the house, ATS, right there, we on that board.
I'm glad you said that.
We're on that board, nigga.
Peep this. So this how they doing it. So say, okay, we go 10 years. We go 10 years out. We got 5 other. Hold on. We got 5 other shows on the network. Everything's doing well, right? Say everybody got a little ATS chain. Right? And this is what hip hop does. This is what hip hop does, and this is why it's not fair. Because this is our culture. So like, say it don't matter. We ain't never bust a grape in a fruit fight. We ain't no gangsters. We don't do nothing, but we still from the culture. Right. We get a bag legally. This is what's happening to these young dudes. You get the bag legally. Let's say we from the north, right? So we from Northtown or something, or we're from a certain side, right? Yeah. And not gang banging, like we're not throwing up any colors or nothing like that. We're not biased to any gang or anything. We're not even thinking about gangs. But nigga, let's say I'm just telling you how they make people gangs. We're gonna be ATS. That's what they're gonna call us.
By TV, yeah.
Right.
Every TV show's a gang.
And then everything we do is just a front for the illegal shit that we doing. Never mind, niggas is doing research. Niggas doing all this shit, busting their ass. Niggas trying to put something together. But they'll take away from that and be like, yeah, man, all them records, that's really just a front. Because they don't have no idea what it takes to make an album. The hard work and dedication and discipline that these young kids are showing just by putting in work. Hey, you can't tell me that these kids, I'm just saying this.
Pages of scrolling,
bro, you take the hood, you take the worst, like the most hood rappers, these young boys right now, that got 60 songs, nigga, plus they 2 albums that's out. But they got 60 songs, 160 songs in the tuck. You can't tell me that those aren't productive members of society. Like, I'm not, now some of them might be doing other things that makes them, that's fringe, right? But a lot of it is loose affiliation.
Yep. Nigga, like I said, that day we was up.
Everybody keeps saying young Dirk is why he ain't go to jail, why he ain't get picked up on a RICO, why he ain't get picked up. And I'd be like, I keep saying like, Dirk ain't from O Block. That's some O Block shit. Like, nigga, you think just because he signed King Von and he knows those niggas in Chicago and they're nearby, like, he's not in their pilot. He don't know. Maybe he do, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of trying to prove it, like, he's not even from there.
He probably got probable deniability. He probably just close enough and just far enough.
Well, what they fucked up is trying to be spiteful. They violated him and Von's civil rights and was just like, oh, y'all can't be near each other. Yeah. Y'all can't have a, even though I'm signed to you you signed me. We're making millions of dollars together.
Legal money.
But, and paying millions, if not hundreds of thousands in taxes. And you're telling me that because we were assaulted and attempted to be robbed, but we some Chicago boys, so we handled it different.
Right.
And the nigga got shot and died while trying to rob us, and we beat the case because we know how to beat cases because we ain't scared of the police, right? So they some street kids like that really are street kids. They do what they do, and what happens?
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it real to street niggas out.
What you mean you can't be together?
I'm gonna keep this a being with you. The second you stop being scared of the justice system is the day you'll start beating it every day of the week.
Or learn it. I don't understand a nigga that decides to have a life of crime. Like, I'm gonna be in this gang
and don't know nothing about them
niggas should be like lawyer. You know how you go? Well, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of times when you go to jail and shit like that, it'll be an old head in there that then been his whole life in and out of jail, and he's familiar with everything and he knows how to read the law because that's really the Queen's English. That's why it sounds so foreign to you. It's not our language, it's not our culture. That's some indoctrinated shit that came over here with slavery and colonialism. So with that being said, bro, it's like there's no place in life in society that like prepares you to sit in a court of law, right? Other than law school, other than studying the law, so that when you get in there and you even look at all these motherfuckers that think they know the law, that think they know this is against my liberties, they're communists, and they all rush to Capitol. You know how many of those motherfuckers are arrogant and have tried to like
defend themselves.
Yeah. That shit's amazing.
Even though there's right wing
lawyers ready to defend
that are literally like offering them free lawyers. They're like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna go.
Just so egotistical.
It's a motherfucker from the south of Alabama that ain't fucking graduate, just went to high school.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's supposed to help you.
He ain't got
get
no
out
super
of prison.
education. All he do is watch Fox News, nigga, go to work, and, you know, he thinks he's educated. No different than a person that just watch CNN all day and go to work to think they're educated on the matter. So what happens is you get in front of that court of law, and now you think you can get a do-over. This motherfucker went in there to represent himself arrogantly and left with 3 other felonies. Come on, fam. You can't make this shit up.
How you get in more trouble than what you came with? You talked yourself into some more bullshit.
So the difference is you got these kids from the streets that are policed versus people that are patrolled their whole life, and their reaction to the police and to interrogations are different. Mm-hmm. Like, you wasn't going to get no kid from O Block to be charged with anything, nigga, in that insurrection.
No.
There's not a kid in any ghetto in America that thinks they could fucking get mad and run into a government building.
Yeah, they ain't gonna storm a courthouse.
Hey, man, there's serial killers amongst us in urban America. There's motherfuckers that got 9, 10 bodies, and the whole community know. And they live amongst the community. They kids play. They don't be doing shit. Like, nigga, they ain't not no bullies. They ain't no rah-rah. But you know that he gets busy. Leave him and his peoples alone. Right? The whole hood will know that, right?
Yep.
So what happens is I'm looking at these cats in the insurrection, bro, like, and how they dealing with the feds. They're dealing with the feds like they don't know the feds. Right. They don't. We're like, they lied to me. Like, what? You believe them?
Yeah, they've never been through
you
this.
Mean?
Right.
Like, you think they care about your American right? Like, once the feds are on you, nigga, you have no rights.
None. Yeah,
don't fuck about your rights.
Rights out the window.
Don't care about none of that. Once they sick the feds on y'all, they treating y'all like Negroes.
Cancel Christmas.
Understand? Y'all getting the Negro, and y'all still getting a better treatment because a lot of y'all, it looks like a lot of them is like walking with little shit.
Right.
But trust me, dog, that's the baby wave. That's just getting all the little motherfuckers out the way that got, riled up with the crowd, nigga, and ran in. Those are the people you see getting probation and home arrest for 2, you know what I mean?
He said,
which
you
to
niggas
me,
who set this shit up.
hey, which to me, if I'm being fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, look, first off, man, Black American, I don't want to see nobody go to jail.
No.
Hey, man, nobody.
But
you
it's
harm
real,
my family. You harm my family. I don't want you to go to jail, but I don't want to go. I don't want them to try to put me in jail when I do what I do to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's just like everybody gets riled up sometimes. We might walk by a looting and let it be a store we want to fuck with.
Fam, listen to me.
We might hey,
There's no mic to it.
Yeah, let's get in here real quick.
Let me tell you something, bro. During the looting, the uprising and shit, when they were looting, fam, you know what I mean, niggas? Dog, I got a whole wire I had sent to my mans. I got a whole video from New York City. Like, yo, this is what, like, you see these rollies? Tell your mans and them, nigga, we got these. And I'm thinking, like, dog, there's no way in hell y'all gonna get away with stealing. Because when you go to the Rolex store, which I've never purchased, well, I've only had one Rolex. I don't have it anymore. It's a long story. That's a whole nother pod. But I'm a fan of the watch Rolex. Not way before, this new wave of, busting downs and all that type of shit. I just always been a fan. It's a classic watch. And I always just wanted to, I'm gonna get, give me a nice plain Jane that these kids today call it a plain Jane Rolex, right? So I'll go to the store sometimes. Nigga, I'll go in there and just look around, see what they got coming out new and shit. Like, damn, nigga, educating myself on it. Like, so I knew what they had. My man said he got 5 of them. Fam, these barrels that they have, they got about.
Are you talking about the gold buckets?
No, they're like this big.
Yeah, and they're full of gold pellets that they
No.
Oh.
They're like this big, this round, and like, how big is a watch, fam? They're stacked back from the front to the back, and it's like probably about fucking 15, 20 rolls. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As you rotate it,
right?
So if it's a rose gold, automatic, like, it'll be right there, and it'll be like 20 of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're just stacked. The cases ain't that big, bro. So they're like stacked in, and they pull them out and they can show you. So like, when I seen these kids with them, because that's essentially what they are, some young boys, I'm like, man, that shit is crazy, nigga. Like, I don't even know these niggas personally. I just know the nigga from the internet. Real talk.
I was watching this video, bro, of this dude. He was outside the Diamond Districts in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Noticed that one of the armored trucks set down a bucket of gold pellets. They do to melt down all the gold and shit, or to melt down for all the jewelry. Nigga walked off with a whole painter's bucket full, nigga.
See, and that's the beauty of a city like New York, you know,
Yeah,
for San Francisco,
I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna
or
do
places
that.
like that. You're gonna what do you mean?
I'm gonna tell, hey, Keem, watch me, nigga.
I'll tell you why you should do it.
I'm out of here.
It's a true story. Family member, shout out to them. It was a armored truck heist type thing, right? Some bags came up missing on the you know, through all the commotion. Some motherfuckers ended up on the highway. A family member pulls up, sees it, grabs the bag. Dog, the bags. It's like 3 bags. Dog, it could easily be over $1 million cash in this motherfucker. Right? These aren't they weren't marked to be stolen, so there's no ink pouches or anything like that. Now this person is living in the projects, fam. They're not even looking for you.
Not at all. Yeah, they're not
Right.
looking for you.
And this person is like in a stage of their lives where it's like, if we got that bag now, it's not versus 21 getting that bag. 21 getting that bag, the whole country gonna know, nigga. Oh, them niggas just got paid. They up. You know, late 30s, mid late 30s, nigga. You might be able to disguise that a little different. You know what I'm saying? You know how to do that a little bit. Like, oh, it's some real life changing shit. Let me just trinkle this down. I'm not gonna go get nothing stupid. I ain't gonna go get a
small little business.
Right, nigga. Get the proper paper, all that, and know that I got the cushion, nigga, to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna do that. Let's get this equipment and shit like that. You know, shit that you can do. So, man, with these, like, back to these, like with them Rolexes, dog, you gotta understand, these is real Rolexes. This is right out the Rollie store. So when I'm seeing it on the news and they reporting about it, the reporter was like, yeah, well, the bad thing about it is that they have no way of knowing or marking. There's nothing, nigga. Once they left the store with that was theirs. That's into the world. So what I mean by it is, like, yeah, maybe they have the serial numbers on file. So if you go take it to a authorized place, they have to report it.
But niggas ain't taking it.
But let me tell you, in New York City,
there's hella places
fuck
that
you
fix
mean.
jewelry.
Fuck that authorization. How much you want for that Rollie? Because I might either want it or I know I can sell it to somebody for a lot. Maybe not the 300,000, but I'm gonna get 80. I'm getting 80 for this. And if you have hundreds of things like that, I just think that, like, New York is one of those unique places that if you stole a bag of diamonds or came up with hella gold, like old boy did, you can get it off, and you can get it off. It's worth the transaction.
But the beautiful thing about a nigga walking off those gold pellets, you melt it down yourself.
No, that's
and
what,
keep the gold.
No, listen, that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, gold.
That
is
shit
so,
working so many.
yeah.
If you got a bag full of gold pellets,
nigga,
you got enough for a couple of gold bars for your motherfucking IRA. Nigga, tuck that. That's retirement. Right, I'm gonna just let them build on that, and then I can go get me a little bangle. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can get a little bangle love. I can get a little, you know what I'm saying? Get a little Cuban link. Yeah. I could take a cheap watch and make it nicer.
All appreciate
with the gold, right?
Appreciate
get all that everything,
nigga.
And then what else? You know, wifey, give me that little band back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make that a little heavier. You know what I'm saying? Because these is investments.
And it's all
I
gold,
remember,
yeah,
I remember having coaches. I had a coach sit me down during the draft. It was just like, look at this. You see this? Look at these guys. These guys haven't even made $1 yet. Look at that. Look at that watch. Now, this is a 16, 17-year-old kid. I look at my coach and I'm like, hey, coach, you don't think that jewelers give them that because they're about to get drafted in Madison Square Garden and all of the world is about to watch it? Like, I doubt.
That shit.
No. I said I doubt that any one of those dudes are paying for any of that jewelry, and I doubt it's a loan. Now, some shit is gonna be loaned because niggas is getting some uber extravagant shit.
Your chain pendant like this best loan, nigga.
But the thing is, bro, I know you're
Unless
about to.
you're number one.
No, that's not true. It's not football. Like, nigga, all you niggas are about to be millionaires in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
How you spend your millions is up to you. All you niggas, look, if you're a first round pick, you're making over $3 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed for 4 years.
Right.
If you never play again, nigga, you hit the lottery. Now, you know if you're weak. You know if you one of them niggas that snuck in the league. Right? Like, damn, I ain't never gonna get like $100 million deal. But I just snuck in the league, and because of like time and place and shit, we won the championship. Like, nigga, I didn't got drafted in the first round. I didn't impress some people. Okay. Well, some kids go in the league with a business mind because, nigga, that's the people around them. Some kids go in the league really believing the athletic dream that, like, oh, I'm going to be Kobe. I'm about to be the next AI. Because that's who they was comparing me to in high school. I was like him, and I was doing that. I was killing in high school. No, you're not about to be him. Right? You're not about to be Kobe. You're not about to be AI. You're not about to make hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But you might make $18 million. Now, if you understand that you're not fucking Kobe, and so when you first get a check, you're not buying a Bentley, and you're not going to the club and busting down shit and buying bars out. If you're not doing all that shit because that's what you around. See, a lot of niggas get gassed up. You're making millions.
Right.
But you don't realize there's levels to this shit. So, like, you see Kobe in them, or you see a nigga that's in your draft class that you feel like you're better than. And that nigga just got drafted higher than you because he went to a bigger school. Right. Okay, fine. But he's making $5 million a year guaranteed. You're making 2.1 or 3. So on the surface, from a nigga from the hood or any poor American, you like, nigga, I'm up. Let me go to this club that I've been going to. Like, you know what? I ain't never been able to, like, buy everybody drinks. Like, drinks on me. And then you get the ticket and be like, that's all that costs?
Till you do that too many times.
Right? That's the thing. Hold on. You be like, damn, nigga, that's all that costs? Okay. I could do that. Then you see that same dude, like, he got a Bentley. You might go get you a Bentley. You can get one. It ain't
afford it.
It ain't the same though.
Nope.
That's the thing. You can't afford it because you can't buy it twice. Your financial advisors wouldn't let you go buy 2 Bentleys. See, when these young cats get like a watch and they can't get their best friend that same watch, their best friend just got another nice watch, that watch you got is too expensive. Whatever watch you got, you should be able to buy the shit 3, 4, 5 times. So if you want to buy 4 new watches for you and your friends so y'all got a nice timepiece, ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just one of those things, man, that I think that people got to understand, like, so when you see those kids and they're getting the fat Cuban link from a young kid that's trying to get into the jeweler industry, but all the rappers are dubbing them because they got the VVS's on lock already. They already got a relationship. For 10 years, yeah, nigga, I don't need you.
Right.
Or pay me and I'll wear it type shit. But nigga, hold on, man. I bumped into Derrick Rose in the lobby. He's going to be the number 1 pick. I just showed him my jewelry and said, take one, whatever you want. Yeah. That's how a lot of that shit work. I remember Puff telling Oprah on her show, said, Oprah, you know what your problem is? You too rich. Right. He's like, you so rich that you buy shit. And she started laughing like, well, what is that supposed to mean? He's like, see, I'm rich, but I'm at the rich level where I still get shit for free.
Oh, that's what's up.
So he was telling her like, you paid for this? Because she was like, they was talking about, it was like one of them favorite things show, and they was talking about all this like shit, all this stuff was out. And he was like, oh, I got one of those at the crib. Like, you know, the rich nigga shit. And she was just like, yeah, I got a couple of those. Like, and he was like, yeah, they give me one. They sent me a couple of those. And she was like, they sent you these? And he was just like, I know you didn't pay for these. Like, Oprah, you paying for shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Oprah. Because what Puff was doing was giving her the game. Like, you're Oprah.
You don't pay for shit.
You make them motherfuckers, like, man, I'm Oprah. I'm about to be wearing this shit. I might wear it on the show. Yeah. It's free now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just goes to show you it's levels to this shit. A lot of niggas in the NBA get out the NBA and they should have been up 10 million, but they're up 4. So guess what they have to do? Go get a job. I heard Shannon Sharp saying it. So he had guys that he played football with that made a few million, but had to go get a job afterwards.
Nigga, look at Vince Young, nigga.
And because you played sports and because you did something that everybody in the world wants to do, they feel like now you're working here? You fell off. And it's like, nigga, go get anybody from his college that he only went to for 1 year that has the highest degrees.
They ain't made nothing.
And go see what they're working.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, just go see where they're working.
Oh, yeah,
I know
true.
cats with engineer degrees that work at fucking Pizza Hut as a manager. And when you ask them why, it's like, man, because I'm a civil engineer and I can't find
Civil engineer job.
a good fucking job. And I got all these billionaire rich Republicans holding up the one infrastructure bill, nigga, that will put me at top of the food chain. Right? Because civil engineering is a form of like humanity in terms of like you do a lot for humanity with that job. Chemical engineering, maybe not so much. You can, but there's other avenues. I'll go work for Coke, nigga. Figure out how to make a apple s'mores Pepsi or some shit like that, nigga. Leave me alone.
Electrical engineer.
Right? I'll go work for Gucci and make them niggas one of the best fragrances ever. Like, nigga, chemical engineer, there's a lot of shit you can do. So they can't trap you with what politicians have on the table. When you're a civil engineer, a lot of that, or a social worker or a teacher, a lot of your earning is based on political figures and what they value you as. There's not a lot of private schools where a good there's not even a metric system to say which teacher would be better off for the private school. So private school people, like, if they just rate, it's a who you know type thing to get that job. And just because you're a fucking teacher at a private school don't mean you're one of the best teachers in the world. They don't have no way of judging you that way. They just gonna look at your credentials. There's a lot of school teachers that's making that 30, 40 low end income that have master's degrees. You know what I'm saying? Right. Niggas with whole civil engineering degrees, nigga, working at Macy's and regular ass jobs and shit because there's no civil engineering jobs. And that's some shit they made niggas start going to school for at a later date. So there's a lot of like senior people that are civil engineers that ain't go to college for it. Just like when my mom said when she first got on as a social worker, most of her supervisors were like envious of the young wave that was coming in because they didn't have degrees in social work.
Right.
They didn't go to college. So there was like this envy, like, or this kind of like insecurity there. Like, don't, like, you motherfuckers with your little degree, nigga, I know how to do my job. I was doing this shit before y'all. Not realizing the blessing is you didn't have to go pay for college to do this shit. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes because of that, I look at industries like that. Look what they trying to do this shit with music and shit like that. They're trying to make it to where you really got to go to college and shit, nigga, to like do music. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I remember when you told me you was going to go to that production school. I knew you wasn't going to probably like stay there because I was like, oh, nigga, oh, that's funny. Wait till he get there. Wait till he get there and realize they just teaching him shit that he learned for free in the basement watching his brother and traveling with fucking Digital Underground. Like, nigga, that was your college degree, nigga.
I'm so glad that they fucking took my student loans away for that shit.
Yeah, because they should.
Because that was the stupidest thing. That was probably the dumbest fucking idea I ever had was to go to school for music production. I got the only thing I got out of that was a free fucking laptop, which, you know, brought me thousands of dollars, so tens of thousands of dollars. So I made more.
You got everything you needed out of it,
right?
Whereas another person without your background and expertise and your upbringing that has the same passion, they needed all that. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? They needed all that. Like Chrome got a dude, I can't think of his name, so I'm not gonna call it. The nigga reminds me of you and your brother. Like when I say that I'm like, damn. I can hear artists that I love on his music, right? Now, that don't happen all the day with everyday producers that you hear. But when you hear the ones that are producing, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. It stands out. Like, oh, this motherfucker's in there producing shit. It's one of those things where it's like a catch-22, bro. Like, you get in what you put in it, but then at the same time, like I always be saying, like, bro, you need an unsigned producer, or undiscovered, whatever you want to call it. They need to find that hand in glove. They got to go find. They can't just give out beats to anybody that say they rap and got studio access. They got to go find a nigga that's nice. They got to go find a dude that brings out the best of a beat. And sometimes, dog, a lot of producers don't have that part of the ear. Puff. That's why, like, Puff is one of the greatest producers of our generation. Without touching a lot of motherfucking machinery. Some people will try to discredit him for that. But when you go through his work and you start listening to the tales in the studio, he has a lot of Michael Jackson in him. Whereas Michael Jackson, unlike Prince, Prince played every instrument. But Michael Jackson can mimic every instrument and knew just as well where he wanted it to be placed. Right. So to be a part of his band or his recording session was literally Michael Jackson singing in your ear, nigga, what he wanted you to play. And you were gonna play that shit 1,000 times until it sounded like he wanted it to sound. And then it was like, okay, yeah, you got it. When you hear all that shit, nigga, come together, there's different forms of production, right? So it's like, man, I just the duality of things. You know what I mean? But I want to get on with the show unless you got something to add to that. We was just blabbering.
No.
You Gucci?
Yeah.
MAGA gang. You know I like to come up with these terms. We got the LBGTQ. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Mafia. Okay. The people that's after Dave Chappelle and, you know, so on and so forth. And then not only the people that are after Dave Chappelle, but the people that are after Dave Chappelle, the people that went after the Raiders coach, only after he offended their community.
Yeah, right. Not that he's a racist.
Duly noted. Okay? Because when I see the Black Lives Uprising, I seen the LBGTQ community there, but I seen the black LBGTQ community there. You know, like Black Trans Lives Matter. That shouldn't be a statement if you have a whole entity of a community that is fighting for equal rights for trans people. But I digress. We'll get on to that another day. But MAGA gang. What is the MAGA gang? To me, we got to start calling certain things out like we see them. All right? A group of Latino boys make millions of dollars and obstruct justice, right? Have political ties and political positions. One of them even become president. And they go on to perpetrate one of the coldest scams in American history in terms of literally saying something over here and doing this over here, which would be the complete opposite, right? We all know now that Trump used the White House as a money scheme to get his money up, right? Everybody agrees with that, don't you think? Even his supporters probably agree with that. The issue I have is that why is the how come they're not, and maybe they are, and that's what maybe what we're watching in real life form, like, you know, in true time. But fam, shouldn't MAGA be a RICO case? Think of all the hate crimes that have been done in the name of MAGA. Because, bro, I'm going to say this. You got Crips in cities that no official Crip has ever lived in.
Right.
And they do things, right? And the Crips, like, so whoever, like the feds was looking at Nipsey. Because you don't think that they're trying to put one of these RICO cases on Nipsey and charge him for every crime that every Rolling 60 Crip has done in America? Yeah. I assure you that that's what they were trying to do. He just got murdered first. Nipsey was smart and knew that that's what they were trying to do. I believe that's what the whole sit down with him and Rock Nation with Hov was supposed to be the next morning with the police chief. That's what makes me think the police had something to do with him getting murdered, because a lot of cops wasn't with that shit. They didn't like his ascension.
Right.
They used to shoot it out with Nip. You know what I'm saying? So, when I look at MAGA, when I see how they did the boy Casanova because he kept shouting out his old gang ape, right? Mm. I'm looking at how they doing little NBA young boy. Hitting him with a RICO. We know they after Dirk. We see what they did to the O Block shit, but there was a body involved in that, so that's more understandable.
Right.
But even then, they're not charging these young boys for like a murder. They're charging them for like, they got a conspiracy charge. They got like a, you know, they hit them with a RICO. That just allows them to now charge them with every other thing that happened in their community. Yep. With somebody that they might know. Now, that to a lot of people, that don't mean shit. But when you live in suburban areas, it's easier. That's why I never got in trouble. That's why I stopped getting That's why it was easy for me to not get in trouble in Reno. It's because, okay, nigga, this is where the hood is supposedly, right? This is where the hood area is. This is where everything goes down at. Nigga, I just won't be over there. Right. Well, in certain elements, nigga, in times in my life, I was always around certain shit. So that narrow, that walk of like staying out of trouble is a lot different. Right. There's a criminal element in the community. The whole community has been criminalized. What do you mean? When I'm outside playing basketball, I'm outside with gangsters. When I'm playing tag, nigga, I'm playing tag with future gangsters. Right. When I'm fucking having sleepovers, nigga, half them niggas got bodies and fucking in prison and dead right now. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, how you gonna now tell a bunch of boys from 63rd or O Block or shit, I don't care, Marcy Projects, fucking and somewhere in North Richmond, that because of somebody in their neighborhood that they might be friendly with, they might even look up to because they're successful and they made something of themselves no matter how you cut it. So you put a superstar athlete, some kind of celebrity or money figure, rapper in any of these environments, and wherever they're from, that tribe is going to be like a double-edged sword. Because for all the jewels and the finer things that you're being exposed to by this one person that made it, that feels obligated to share that with you, you can argue, look, take Dirk out of it because we know how them niggas move. They different. Mm-hmm. But say someone in that situation, you can argue like, fam, it's better for you to just turn your back on everybody. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I didn't grow up with that mentality. I always grew up. I used to be in the gym thinking like the shit that I would buy my friends. So I don't have that mentality. But now that I'm damn near about to push 40 in a couple years, nigga, I'm looking back and I'm like, man, if some of these young boys just left the way other kids in other communities are able to do, leave their poor, a lot of them from white boys that made it out of the trailer parks too. Nobody's saying that they're less of a person if they don't go back and hang out there.
Right.
That's just something that we put on black boys, and they don't know about the algorithms. They don't know that the people commenting are 12-year-old suburban white kids.
Yeah.
Telling you to go slide on FBG Duck. And you a bitch, you ain't sliding for them.
Right.
But you're not in tune to this world. So you're like, man, what? These niggas got me fucked. Every hood rapper that cross over and make it, what do they always say? They always say about that thing. It's like, yeah, I had to learn this internet shit, man. Right. I had to learn this trolling shit where niggas could just say whatever to you. Because these are the people that you get out of their way when they come down the street.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the people that you tell your friends and family when they come to town, oh, we can't go down there. That's dangerous.
You lock your door and clench your
right
and shit.
These are the people that
motherfuckers walk past.
These are the people
anywhere.
that you excuse some of the racism in some of your politicians because they promised to keep them out of your neighborhoods and schools. And now your kid is on the internet talking crazy to killers. This is a thing. That's why I'm against this RICO shit. Because I know what it's like. You take one kid from a particular area, make him popular. We just talked about the ATS shit. So we get lit. You go back to Detroit and start fucking with some niggas in Detroit. Nigga, you like one of them little niggas. Like, that's my little man's. Nigga, you bless him. Put a little chain on him. Yeah. They wearing ATS apparel. Like, nigga, we take one picture. Them niggas like, nigga, ATS, nigga. That's natural for black kids in certain neighborhoods. Nigga, just, hey, man, we ain't never decided that this is going to mean ATS, but nigga, we in a picture. Nigga, ATS, nigga. Now the Fed's like, oh, yeah, that's ATS gang. We got them. Boom, boom, boom. These two kids, Akeem and Dre, they're the money guys. Yeah. They're the head of the RICO. How you think 6ix9ine got named the head of the RICO? It wasn't even like it was Fugazi. But when they doing the investigating, they've been investigating these niggas for 9 years. These are some street dudes. So everything they doing is coming up from the streets. Like, they starting from the bottom. It's not a lot of money in the gang. They ain't got a famous rapper, right? Some nigga that made it to the league that's from their gang that's quietly hitting them off. They ain't had that yet until 6ix9ine. And they couldn't wait to talk about it. They on the jack with each other like, yeah, my boy 6ix9ine. Yeah, boy just hit me with the 50 bandos, nigga, to get these keys. I'm about to be jumping. Next nigga on the phone, man, that nigga 6ix9ine, man, just sent me 20 pounds from LA, nigga, with the LA Connect, man. He just paid for it. I'm good. He put me on. Yeah, man, that nigga 6ix9ine just hit me with the heroin, man. He just paid for me to go in on this heroin pack. The feds was like, yo, if I don't know any better, like, nigga,
that's
shit.
That guy.
This little motherfucker's the ringleader.
Right.
He the one that's funding all this shit. Without him, they don't have the keys of fentanyl and all this type of shit because these are some stick-up kids from Brooklyn that nobody with that type of work in New York City would ever let them come around. Because y'all some stick-up kids from Brooklyn. They not letting, ain't no niggas from Queens, Staten. Nobody getting money is going to be like, oh, yeah, the little niggas from Brooklyn, bring them around. Right. And if they bring you around, it's going to be to shoot people.
Right.
Or rob people. So you already going to have a wooden leash. Like, nigga, well, so every kid from Brooklyn know that. If you're from Brooklyn, you have to get it yourself and become your own boss. Hard to do that with all the wolves around.
Right.
Right?
Because they're waiting for you.
With niggas, as soon as they see you up, nigga, oh, yeah, we got them. Somebody's robbing you. You got to kill somebody. Like, it's just, the streets is wicked. It's different. Nobody wins. But I'm saying that, like, dog, if we could just make a case on how they can make a bullshit RICO case with us, and we're not doing anything wrong, I'm talking about the just loose affiliation. Because once you get enough people wearing ATS apparel, ATS, enough pictures, all it takes is for one of them motherfuckers to go do a crime.
Yep.
Oh, nigga, they see me and you, we talk to the nigga, we know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, half the country that call themselves gangsters want to see this nigga Jim Jones caught up in a RICO. Because he was telling some niggas what he would do and what he thought should happen. And I'm like, yo, we got to be careful with how much power we trying to give this United States government. So it kills me. I be like, niggas be like, yeah, man, get on Clubhouse. They be like, yeah, man, man, you know, I don't even do this internet shit. I'm a real blood from boom, 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 boom. I'm a real crip from boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real GD from I'm a real folk from I do this. Like, nigga, they talking street wrestling. They getting on there and they telling, yeah, now I'm a real nigga. You know, you ask them, check my body, nigga, right? Yeah, man, Jim Jones, nigga, is definitely got to be a rat, because that nigga right there, he's ordering a hit, man. He's the one, he's the shot caller. Mel, niggas is pointing out that Mel Murder is supposed to be the hitter, and they like in the big dog, and they like, nigga, he's listening to Jim Jones. Now, I heard that on First Rip, like, damn, that's kind of crazy. The big dog, the wolf, nigga, is getting advice, and Jim is talking like a big dog on there. But that ain't something, I'm only saying it because it's been out, but I'm like, dog, that ain't something that I was ever just going to run to this platform and point out. Hey, and I've been the one saying we need to start telling on these little motherfuckers. I've been saying that, right? I've been the one saying, man, fuck these gang streets, nigga ass niggas, man. Hey, get them up, all of them up out of here.
Yeah.
They're the reason why it's hard for me to get a house. Because they don't want to hear that. Nigga, you fucking up the equity of the whole community, nigga. Niggas is losing money, selling their homes, all that shit, just because you niggas hang around the neighborhood and we don't snitch on you. Y'all respect the suburbs, though, because they'll tell on y'all's ass.
Hey, y'all ass in jail quick.
So the hood need to start doing the same thing.
Karens and Kansas be on your ass out there.
Yeah, brother, the hood needs to start doing the same thing. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Like, hey, I don't want to see nobody go to prison for the rest of their life. But if you niggas got mad at Duck over some rap beef, internet shit, and did what y'all did to him, and was so reckless that you did it to him down the street from Oprah House,
in the Rodeo Drive of Chicago,
where the mayor live at.
You
Nigga,
took it to the suburbs.
Where the Obamas got estates and shit at. Hey, fam, look, because that mean I ain't safe. Get them niggas out of here, man. I said it. Get them up out of here. I ain't got time for that shit. Because you niggas don't even go to the gun range and get nice with the shit.
Yeah, y'all just be.
You niggas shooting up little kids in neighborhoods and shit. Like, come on, man. And even if you was nice with your shit, you niggas walking around drinking lean and smoking and high and shit all day, popping pills. Shit that tells you ain't supposed to be operating a car. Let alone a gun, nigga, in a heated situation getting shot at.
A gun is heavy machinery when you under the influence, nigga.
Bruh, when you not. When you not. I came from the strip club, boy. A little bathroom. You know what I'm talking about?
We're gonna leave that right there then. I don't know where that's been.
I'm just telling you, man.
It came from the strip club.
Hold on.
Why you ain't hit me when y'all went out?
Because nigga was like 4 a.m. when I went. I didn't go out with them niggas. Them niggas hit me from the strip club and was like, yo.
Pull up.
Brandon was at the house. Brandon was knocked out. It was like 4. I was just up, and
I definitely wasn't up, so yeah.
me and nigga D was always on a constant line. So like, I'm always gonna get a play-by-play of what he's doing.
We supposed to link to have a little meeting and shit.
But you're not at 4 o'clock in the morning in the strip club.
No, but when he came out here next, not then.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I said. Well, I think him and his girl them just came out here for the J. Cole concert.
Oh,
so it wasn't even like them niggas was in and out. These niggas had a dope ass Airbnb, and I remember I came over and was like, y'all niggas and got me out the house, got me off a boom. You know what I'm saying? At like, dog, I'm telling you, when I he hit me at like 2:35 talking shit. Cause now this nigga done got drunk. You know what I'm saying? Now that first, nigga, at first he respected my wishes, nigga. Not to, I'm just chilling in the house. He respected my plans. Now he faded and shit, nigga. And his females all in the strip club. Yo, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm all kind of shit. Like, hey man, what's up, nigga? Like, nigga, you come on, nigga. I was like, and I said I might. He was like, oh, nigga, all you gotta do is you ain't gotta lie to a nigga, man. I can already tell, nigga. I was like, I know my nigga, so I'm like, he lit, like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. And I know who he with. So like, His girl is sis, obviously, nigga, but she different, nigga. I be telling him all the time, like he got a different type of girlfriend. Like she can kick it.
Right.
Like you don't even, she can kick it, my nigga. So we in there turned up, nigga. Well, they was already turned up. So then I went and met them, nigga, and you know, turned up a little bit more, like whatever. Ended up being a good night. I met a little shorty from Queens. She live here. She gonna make a nigga some oxtails. She Jamaican. So it's a win, nigga. I come over here with a couple oxtails, nigga. It's just like you was at the strip club.
Hit your boy.
Nigga, I'm not hitting you at. I'm not hit. Let me say this on
No,
record.
it was 4 a.m. You right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's different.
I'll be having hard nigga pulling you out the house, nigga, during the regular time.
I was asleep. There was no. Yeah, I'd have been
That's what I'm
asleep.
saying. Bro, I'm not even calling. It's
You wouldn't call nobody at 4
That's what I'm saying, fam. Like at this age.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, in our 20s, nigga.
There was a time, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Who you
right,
next to,
I'm coming,
nigga?
bro.
Hey, man, get up,
Right,
nigga.
I'm coming.
It's cracking in here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I.
Now
yeah,
you're getting ignored. Now I'm hitting the ignore button.
Nigga, now I'm getting cursed out by Tori. Like, what
the fuck
is you doing, nigga? Like, you woke me up, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about what y'all doing. Like, nigga, like, you text him, nigga. Like, yeah, you better text him next time, nigga. Shit, like all that calling shit, you got me fucked up.
I don't care if he go, but
that's
nigga,
my point.
Woke me up, nigga.
That's my point. It ain't about you going. You grown. It's about nigga. Oh, you done woke the whole house up. Like, you know what I mean? Just whatever. But and I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn you, Vegas. This is that Vegas bullshit. Like any other city, you can get this off. You like, man, whatever. I already know what this is. It ain't gonna be that lit, nigga. We just gonna come tuck. Fam, you don't only take a couple shots in the strip club to forget that you wasn't even out. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm trying to compete with these niggas because this nigga, we got a bottle, but they already slurred, fam. They already passed the part. They don't even want to take shots. They taking shots with me like, So I'm like, nigga, I'm with the bottle. Hey, man, what's up? Well, now we giving stripper shots. And you know what that do? No disrespect. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or funny. It's like feeding a duck, my nigga. You feed one.
They all come.
The whole park is on you, nigga.
Right.
So now we got the whole pond of the strip club, nigga, over there with us. Hey, nigga, and where was we at? Because I want to say, I am you. Never mind, let me not say it, because I was about to go in on somebody's business. Hey, man, F y'all. Because, nigga, the table, first off, they come like, oh, you got to buy a table because it's this time. They got all these new rules and shit, like we from out of town, like we from California or something.
Right.
Like, nigga, hey, bro, what's up with you, fam? Like, we locals, nigga. Like, he's like, yeah, I know, man. They tripping, bro. They making us do it with locals, too. Yeah, whatever, nigga. He get the table. But we get in there, nigga, we dead ass. I'm like, niggas, like, where's the table at, though? Where's the table? Oh, they going to get a table? I tell him, look, no, I told him, I was like, I'm thinking to myself, like, hey, nigga, that'd be dope. When the strip club's kind of lit in here, nigga, they bringing us a table. I'm thinking on my, you know, I'm thinking of some movie type shit. Like, oh, that's dope. Except for, nah, nigga, the waiter was like, the little server was like, no, the table's right here. Nigga, the table, they got these small ass tables. I'm talking about, fam, you couldn't sit there and eat it. Me and you couldn't sit at this table and share
a meal.
Like, nigga, yeah. I could, not even the meal. You couldn't put your burger there, nigga, while my burger was sitting down.
If we have to try, we have to.
Yeah, like, nigga, and everybody got to hold their drink. Like, nigga, so it'd be like, nigga, we each could put a drink down and take a bite opposite of each other, nigga. Like, that shit ain't no room for niggas to just be sitting there chilling and putting shit on the table. Like, I knocked over some drink because of that. Dead ass. Like, nigga, I stood up, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Nigga, and just easily, bro. They got a nerve to put 3 fucking things of juice on there, nigga. A bottle, nigga, a stack of fucking, talking about a table. Like, nigga, where are we going?
The table was like this.
The table is like that. That's like the table size, bro. That shit's funny, man. That shit's funny. Hey, but that got me on another topic. We're tripping. We all lost. Hey, man. Tonight, one of them nights. We just getting shit off our chest. All right, we do got a show, but we just gonna loosely get through this, man. And I'm gonna wrap this up because we was talking
Don't
about
even know how much we gonna get through the show.
Nah. We gonna shoot through it. Look, MAGA gang, right? You get what I was saying. We talking about these motherfuckers that's rocking MAGA hats, that's committing crimes, and blaming it on like, oh, well, you know, the president, you know, they're still in our country. Like, we know who the head of MAGA is. And all I'm saying, if MAGA gang was a fucking rap outfit, if Donald Trump was a rapper,
there'd be a whole
and motherfucking white kids or black kids or whoever was running around doing hate crimes, vandalizing shit, just all the fuckery that we hear about the MAGA shit, what would happen?
Trump would be in jail in a RICO, getting denied bond, and just.
And that's why I always call bullshit with the Black Lives Matter shit, because I'm like, Black Lives Matter is either owned and operated by elite white people and they don't want you to know, or they're not doing anything illegal because they would have been hit with a RICO, nigga, just like motherfucking OTF, or nigga O Block is, or all these brand names that have came up and they've just, I'm not saying, look, I'm not for one, everybody know my stance on the shit, man. Like, I'm not saying that these kids are innocent or these dudes out here ain't did no crime. But one of the things in the Casanova case, bro, is like, they're trying to link this nigga in with a murder that happened where it's clear as day, nigga, he ain't have shit to do with it. But somebody from that gang fraction did this. And that's crazy. Because, like, they can't criminalize you for knowing about crime.
Right.
I'm just saying, fam. You
know how many criminal
this is going to sound crazy.
In for crimes I know of?
No, this sound crazy. I'm just saying this is why they can't ever do that. Because white America would be criminalized.
Oh, yeah, goddamn.
The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean?
Damn.
You know how many of motherfucking vicious murders of black people die every year in the secret of the head of an old white person?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about, fam? Like, where are we getting to? And I'm saying this because you know that I was the one, hey, you lock them all up. And I ain't never snitched on nobody. And I beat the case before. Lock them all up, though. If you out here just essentially shooting people over colors and nigga gang shit, nigga all over the fucking internet. Once the shit showed, once I seen the gang culture and shit was over the internet, how they was doing it, okay, yeah, this ain't about nothing. Nigga, lock all them niggas up. They just stupid. Because when I was a kid, I ain't know why the Crips was sliding on the Bloods.
Right.
I assumed that the Crips and Bloods had some shit happen and a war kicked up. That's what everybody assumed till you do your research, till you study how this shit happened and who's behind it. You think they didn't know that they was going to make gang unit police officers? You couldn't be an LAPD officer at the former LAPD if you weren't from the South and you didn't prove any kind of and you wasn't racist, basically. So just on that brief history, you know that this gang shit, nigga, really starts from nothing. But what happens is over generations, of you killing each other and harming each other, now it is something. Now it's something that nobody has the blueprint to. Nobody can end it. These niggas just going to have to be strong amongst themselves and end it themselves. Are they going to take down a whole culture and a whole race of people? Because anytime you arguing with a fucking racist, the first thing they bring up is these motherfuckers that's out there in the streets killing each other. Right? But the Hells Angels and all those type of white gangs, the all that shit, that just is always something separate. That don't go on white people's jacket.
Right.
It's not a white culture thing. That's just, that was the mob. Oh, those are the biker gangs. Those are Hells Angels. No, nigga, these are white people. And so, if you ever argue, well, white people deserve less because of the Hells Angels or the Ku Klux Klan, that's the fact that we don't even... Have they ever hit the Ku Klux Klan with a RICO?
Fuck no.
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
No
this
Hells
is
Angels,
this
no
is my
Mongols,
issue.
None of that.
This is my issue about this RICO shit. Is how the fuck is the MAGA gang not a RICO case?
Because it's white people.
That's just crazy to me.
It's racial. We know it's racial as much as.
But the thing is, they have hit white people with RICOs. I'm speaking more so. The race thing is real. I'm never gonna argue with that, and I agree wholeheartedly. But I just want to be clear. The thing I was talking about,
okay, it's racism and classism. They're rich and they white.
Okay, I'll take that. Okay, because classism is a good word. Because I was thinking to myself, there's just certain people, and there's certain elements, there's certain crimes committed that are looked at as more criminal.
Because if you're black, it don't matter how rich you are. We're getting fucked either way.
Oh, if you rich, you better be watch out for the RICO because they coming.
Yeah.
That's why rich black people that are smart, only 10 niggas got their phone number. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you mean? Nobody's calling Hov with an idea, fam. I don't give a fuck how long you knew him. You know why? You know why? Because the one thing nigga, even Nori said, Nori was like, yeah, it's like calling the president to get Hov on the phone. He said, but the thing I give him credit, the nigga always gets on the phone. He's never dodging you, but it's kind of a channel to get to him. And I get it. Because, nigga, once you start making money like that as an African American, you just got all type of vulturism coming, if that's a word, and if it's not, it is now, coming from every angle that you're not comfortable with. Right. Nigga, you know how many cops and shit like that? You don't think they were trying to hit Hov with a RICO? Every black rapper
They probably still are.
that ever sold any drug or ever did any kind of criminal action, whether they rapped about it or not. I'm not even gonna fall for that. It's because they rap about it. Nah, nigga, everybody ain't rapping about the shit they doing. They're just looking to criminalize you. The whole basis of the Murder Inc. case versus the United States government was basically, if you look at the layout of that case, basically what the United States government was saying is, you motherfuckers made a label from Queens 7-8 years ago, and now it's worth $350 million.
How?
Hold on. We don't believe you. And that nigga that y'all hang out with, we know he used to have about $350 million. We know he used to be a fucking kingpin. We know he had millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So we think the only way you two black motherfuckers ever made this company this way is if he put the money up. And when they did their investigation, it turns out Supreme had gave up the life. He started making movies and writing scripts. All the little bit of money he had, he put into his 2 movies that he got done. And the actors the people he needed to pay, he paid. But most of the actors, because he's Supreme, like Snoop and Ice-T, all these motherfuckers, they did it for free on the strength. Like, nigga, this Supreme, nigga. I'll be in a movie, right? And then he said, he was like, nigga, I think it was in my wedding. That's my best man, that's my brother. He said, but nigga, I was giving him money, yo. I was paying him. I was low key giving him. You never gonna be Irv and say I gave nigga Supreme a job,
right?
But but that's what it was. Like, nigga, I was finding ways to help him stay afloat and live a comfortable lifestyle legitimately until nigga he put his thing together, nigga, and to show the talent that he is. Cause it's like Hov said, I'm what Supreme would have become if Alpo ain't snitched.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, you know, if you listen to the streets and do the research, a lot of people say, nigga, 50
snitched on Supreme.
It's because of that. So it's a lot. I think Ho was talking about the bigger view of like the Supreme team back in the glory days. Alpo is one of the people that justify, everybody know, we know what Poe did, it is what it is. Long live Poe, he out here. Long live Rich Porter, you know what I'm saying? His little brother. It is what it is. Nigga, shout out to Ace. Right. Paid in full. Shout out to The Rock. Shout out to Dame. It was a hell of a movie. You know what I mean? I really believe Paid in Full,
one of my favorites,
made it easier for like Poe to assimilate, because I don't think he ever understood how much of a celebrity he was going to come out and be. And he's talked about it briefly, you know what I mean? Psychedelics, right? What do you think about psychedelics becoming legal? You think they should be legal for depression, manic depressive, anxiety, PTSD?
Absolutely. I think also hallucinogenic should be.
Has anybody ever OD'd on mushrooms?
Nor acid.
For real?
Nope.
I thought somebody definitely would have flipped out on acid.
No, you can perma-fry yourself, but you will not physically cease to exist.
Hey, man, one of these days, man, when we get on an adult network, I'm going to tell y'all my acid story. Shit was real.
You give me acid stories I got?
Yeah, you went at the EDC, I can imagine. I mean, Bernie, I can imagine. But, yeah.
Man, fuck it, I'm going to tell you an acid story. Fuck it. Got one for you.
This goes with psychedelics. Let's go.
I was at a festival. Performing with Black Rock City All-Star. Shout out to my Black Rock City All-Star fam. Day one goes good. We're fine. No drugs. I'm just smoking at that point, chilling. Day two. I just started. It was gonna be a great day. You just tell.
Mm-hmm.
We find out there's a dispensary at the motherfucking festival.
Nice.
But we need a medical card. But then we find out we can get our medical card at the festival too, by doing a Zoom call with the doctors that they have. Real medical.
Is it Dr. Reefer?
No, I don't know who they were. But it was real medical doctors. They were in their offices and shit. You were just, somehow they had service out there.
Money talk, man.
So we did the whole dispensary thing. We got a performance this day. We do the performance, whatever. Performance, that shit is cool, cracking, boom. I did a song about it, right? Because me and Damon did it was a Black Rock song at the end. Me and Damon tell our sides of the story.
Right.
So this one of the beginning line of mine is feeling good, feeling great. Hopped off the stage, hollered at the boy Dave. Okay, it's David.
I know. Yeah, I'm on it.
I usually don't get my acid from David. I get my acid from the homie. He gonna hate me. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I wouldn't say his name right now, but your man's. Nigga, we don't need no names, bro. Like, your man's. Shit's not legal yet, fam. Go ahead. I'm glad you ain't say it.
This is fucked up. I can't. Don't think I forgot your name. I ain't gonna say it on here, but I do know. I do remember it. So he's got the vial, and motherfuckers don't got nothing to put it on. So anybody got a mint? Homegirl had a mint. Cool. Let me get two of them joints.
Right.
I'm like, hey, let me get a drop on this motherfucker.
They ain't give you a drop.
He gave me a proper drop.
Nice little.
Boo, 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 boo. I seen how much came out. So I'm like, cool. I'm glad I asked for these two certs. I put them together. I start like trying to
evenly distribute them.
Didn't happen.
Of course not.
Handed one of them to Steez and Meta. They break this one. It don't even have nearly as much as my one I took whole.
Yeah, bro, that's.
We're in.
Y'all did it before the show?
No, it's just after the show.
I was about to say. Y'all are wild, nigga.
Where I did it before the show.
Man, if you did it, I was about to say, go ahead, though.
Okay, so, all right. We're in the food line, right? Because, performers, we get, a little special perks being the festival on the food line. It hits. Nicely, though.
Okay.
Not overwhelming. I'm on a good little roller coaster climb.
Could you still eat?
Oh, yeah. Smack that food all the way down.
Okay.
I was in a good one.
It was good then.
We smoked 2 blunts. One of which has some moon rocks in it. So that shit said from here to... it was on a cool, gradual upbring to... Nigga, we're skyrocketing.
Nobody's bringing nothing normal to the festival.
Skyrockets in flight, nigga. We get around everybody, okay? And this is when the fucked up shit starts to happen. You've done acid.
Yeah.
Have you ever overdosed on acid? Because this is essentially what I did.
Fam, this is my story. Yeah, don't take me.
Okay, hold on.
I woke up in another city, fam.
Oh, yeah, you told that story.
That's what I'm saying.
You told that.
I don't like talking about it that much, bro. Like,
you told that on here. All right.
Yamp kidnapped me.
So we're all in a fucking circle. Everybody's about this far from each other.
Right.
In the distance, I can hear main stage. I can hear because it's a fucking festival. Slap. All of a sudden, my hearing's doing this.
Oh, shit.
So the conversation's fading.
It's going like...
coming back. Fading.
That's crazy,
Red
bro.
flag 1.
Yeah. I was saying.
I didn't even tell you while I was walking. I was so tunnel vision, I had to look at my feet and make sure they were still there. Nigga thought I was just an entity.
No, that's what I'm saying, fam. When you're doing that, when it's like that... Come on, bro.
I thought it was this.
And my shit was completely accidental too. I
thought I was just some ice floating. I had stopped.
Man, rest in peace to my dad, bro, because we always had planned to like do a trip together, man. Yeah, because he was scared to do it and numb.
I stared at my feet. I was like, okay, you're walking. We're not floating. We're walking. So okay. Main stage music hit. Some had shorted. The music stopped. But at the same time, I'm noticing I can't feel my heartbeat. Red flag 2, and then followed immediately by red flag 3. I think I'm going deaf because I hear no music anymore. It was full on music, and just all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I'm cold chill. I'm dying now, nigga. We went from good to bad.
Damn, dog.
So, nigga, we're walking, and I
can like feel it.
I'm trying to walk myself
shit,
back.
bro.
I'm trying to walk
You got to
myself
be
back
mentally
from that
strong.
cliff.
Hey, not to cut you off,
You too.
fam.
You too.
I knew I was a mental giant for surviving that.
So, okay.
Nobody's ever gonna get in my mind and twist it, bro. Like after that, I'm telling you, bro. Maybe that's what it's
This
about.
is my only bad acid trip. So, okay, I grabbed my brother. Nigga, one of them. Bro hug like this. I had to tell him, like,
Facts.
hey, I know how we look right now. I was like, but nigga, I need you.
Oh yeah. Don't move.
Like, you're the only thing keeping me from full-on panic attack because you're the only blood brother. You're my blood here. You know,
Bro, I know you ain't gonna let. I know
I
if something was
everybody
wrong.
here ain't gonna let nothing happen to me.
Right.
But I know for sure
You not
you're
about to let
gonna
nothing happen to me.
me.
That's a fact.
So, nigga, we're walking, nigga, and we get to main stage, and now, you know, acid and shrooms, you feel every energy. Now the energies are overwhelming me because you're talking thousands of fucking
Dog, the watts. When you start talking about the watts of those speakers,
oh
though.
my God.
Hey man, my dumb ass want to be right next to the speaker. Like, bro, you can feel it.
So, nigga, I'm getting
Oh
hit.
hell
I'm
no.
getting hit. I'm like, all right, D, I gotta go to camp. I gotta go now. I'm beelining through people, nigga, doing dickhead shit like, nigga, swimming like,
Right.
like I'm trying to get to the quarterback, nigga. I'm not even playing. Swim moves like I'm trying to get to the quarterback. Yeah. So we finally get to I get back to my tent.
Hey, that's so funny, man.
I zip the tent up and lay down and close my eyes. Huge mistake.
Why would you do that?
Don't know.
You was just falling in the hole,
Oh,
like
my
nigga.
God.
You all
I'm
in
drowning.
the matrix.
I'm
Nigga,
drowning.
you all in the matrix.
I'm
nigga.
drowning at this point.
Okay.
I'm drowning.
Okay, what was it? Morpheus,
Neo,
nigga? Neo, whoever the fuck you want to be. You was in there
I'm
just.
drowning.
You in the matrix for real.
I'm drowning in the bad trip now.
Bro.
We're in
Yeah, of course.
full blown
Dog, you know
bad
what?
trip.
Another thing to add to your shit. This nigga's in the middle of Black Rock Desert.
Oh no, this ain't Black Rock City. This ain't Burning Man. This is
this is another
Forest
fact.
Festival.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the
You still in the middle of a
forest.
forest though? Like
So nigga, too far this way, I'm lost.
they're never nowhere just normal.
Yeah.
That's one thing about EDC is like when you do get away from like all the crazy
Vegas
shit,
is still over here.
way over there, and you start looking and you be like, "Nigga, we're in a racetrack."
Yeah.
It mess you up, bro, because you see the
The slope
track.
of the track.
Fam, it took me. I remember me and Chrome was looking at that shit for about 30 minutes. Like, what
Put
is?
it together? Why are we?
Why
here?
is?
Why is the festival?
What is
here?
going
This don't
on,
make
nigga?
No
Like,
sense. So nigga, I jump out my bed, shoot out the tent. I'm like, D, I gotta go to med camp now, nigga. I stopped the golf cart of staff.
Like,
I
yo.
don't know where they're going. They could have an emergency they're going to. Nope. I'm the emergency.
No, you fucked their night up. They was going to main stage, nigga. They was going to main stage, nigga, like everybody else.
We get to the Meg tent, right? And the lady's talking to me. And they're the people who are here specifically for this thing. They're
Right.
here to help you with bad trips. Like that's their job. This is what they do at every festival. And she's just talking to me normal. So I'm starting to calm down because
What a weird job.
she's not panicking.
Right.
They're not going to get me no type of drug.
Yeah, nigga, no
volume,
water.
No,
Nothing.
They gave me water. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
natural.
a natural thing. Like, here's
Yeah.
water, drink this.
But at the same time, it's like, man,
But they know Valium will bring you down instantly. They know they have drugs there that if you are in fucking dire need. So finally,
if you're in danger. nigga,
yeah.
like,
I'm talking. I'm like, I
your
just
shit
wanna-
is all in your
I'm
head.
like,
nigga.
I want to get back to my kids. I'm just not trying to die or whatever. Funny you laugh like that because Damon laughs
I
every
know
time
he
we
did.
start telling that about
'Cause
that
you would
part
laugh
of the
the
story.
same way any one of us, bro. It's just love. But
So-
it's like, damn.
So we're in there. They put me in the tent now, where it's nothing but psychedelic tapestries.
And I know it's funny because you're a dick. So I know
Niggas can't
that
wait
when
to
you
get
scared,
that
like if
laugh,
you're emotional
nigga.
or scared or something, nigga,
Niggas
like I
can't
know you were
wait
being
to
a,
get that laugh.
I know you were being an asshole in there. Like I know some of the shit they was doing, probably just to make you feel better. Like, all right, no, look, here. Like, no, I'm telling you, like,
Cause you know me, I know everything. I'm so like, nigga, I know it's bad. I'm dying. So okay, they put me in the room with all the tapestries and the black lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a good place now. I don't know what's the difference between where I was at to where I am in this room, but I'm in a good place.
it's the vibe.
This is how I know how fucked up I am. Damon's in the corner, sitting in the chair like this, right, with his bear hoodie and shit, And I'm looking at him, I'm like, nigga, you, like, I swear like I'm in an art museum and you're an exhibit right now, nigga. Because it's just how he was looking at me.
Meanwhile, that nigga's like, bro, if you don't hurry up and blow this shit,
He's
we can go
mad.
to the stage.
Damon's mad. Like, is he? I didn't even tell you how much time. I'm telling you the story like it's all within succession.
Nah, nigga, this is the night.
Hours.
This is the night.
Like
I know.
2-3 hours.
Bro, you talking to somebody that know. It don't go that quick. Nigga, like you.
All these things sound like it was back to back to back to back.
Bam.
This shit was like
I'm already knowing.
hours, nigga. So we lose everybody. Now we're trying to find everybody. That takes another like hour. Dog, shit was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Hilarious.
Not a great. So should psychedelics be legal? No, just like.
No, they should because
No, they should.
I was just saying that nobody's ever died from it. You can freak yourself out, but it teaches you how to not be scared of things, and it also taught me to stop being such a fucking control freak because you cannot control what a drug is going to do to your brain. You can't. The second you do, you have a bad trip and you're gonna fucking
Can't control anything really.
But that it just taught me, like, nigga,
That you can't control.
nigga, you're on
But
drugs. The drugs
relax.
are in control of you now.
Right.
You
gave up.
Drugs are you.
Hey, you said something
Yeah.
deep. I'm gonna get on to something, dog. I didn't do drugs growing up.
Right.
I didn't experiment. I didn't smoke weed until I was technically an adult. Like the government would have gave me a rifle to shoot at somebody already.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't. I might have smoked weed once, maybe twice in high school, nigga. Like, but yeah, never did I like. I didn't. Dog, I missed it. Like, I wish I would have been smoking trees in high school. Cause I swear to you, bro, I'm like, man, I probably would have been fucking dean's list in school or something, off some bomb.
Might be a rapper.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just no. I always wrote like and was poet, like write poetry and stories, short form. Because I played
writer.
Because I played basketball, I made a conscious effort. Like, no matter how much I love this shit, I'm never rapping. If I want to contribute to hip hop, I'm gonna do something else. Nigga, it's gonna be.
You didn't want to be that basketball player.
That's exactly what it was, fam. I thought that was the corniest shit in the world.
When it's really, we all want to be each other. It's just
It's facts.
what it is. Because every rapper,
No, it's facts.
A lot of rappers want to hoop.
And a lot of hoopers
want to rap.
Yeah. And I'm an aesthetics guy. So like, I knew that like
J. Cole.
No, hold on. I
best
knew
MC, probably one of the best. He's going to be one of the best MCs ever.
Right, but he's
Still
nowhere.
Wants to hoop.
Yeah, facts.
Still wants to hoop.
But this is the thing though. J. Cole's cool, right? J. Cole's cool. Hov who used to hoop and all that shit. Like, yeah, it's cool. Nigga, all these niggas that used to, that's cool. All right. But you can't. Shaq said it best, bro. Shaq said they was like, yeah, man. He's like, I used to take this shit serious, man. You know, he
rap,
but I know. But he's from Brick City, and the reason why he said he don't really rap for real, a lot, is because he's 7'3", nigga, 320 pounds. The shit don't look cool.
It don't look cool, yeah.
Like,
It don't, 'cause when
you don't think
get on
Montel
stage-
Jordan would have had a longer career,
Right,
and been think of more
when
if he
you
wasn't
see-
6'9",
when you see-
hunched over?
Right. When you see Shaq on,
Nigga, you too tall. Go
when you
play
see Shaq
basketball.
on stage, he just naturally looks awkward because his movement is slower.
The thing is, it's not even that. It's just that you ain't seen a
Big dude do it.
dog, a nigga. Okay, take the Humpty dance or something, right? Like Tupac did. Tupac, what, 5'7"?
Yep.
He a little nigga.
Shaq can't do no Humpty dance.
So think of Shaq doing that shit on stage. Like, it's just gonna, the aesthetics will look there. Hey man, niggas that wear a size 22, 18 can't always wear the shit that a size 11 wear or a size 9.5, 10 wear.
Because here's the
like,
thing.
nigga, what are you talking
put
about?
Skinny jeans on a nigga that tall.
Come
have
on,
him
fam.
Put some Chucks on. That nigga got motherfucking skis on his shit.
But the thing is, I know niggas like, you know, especially who been like, most of my friends and teammates, nigga, was wearing like size 18. I know niggas who wore size 19s, 20s. Like,
right.
Dog, you got to understand the store. So when we go to the sneaker store, right, we in there like, oh, these is hot, these fly.
They can't get none of that shit.
You know, we be getting an attitude when you ain't got no 11s, right?
These niggas can't ever find their size.
Fam. When they don't got my size, they be like, nah, nigga, check this store. Like, they point to another store.
They
Like,
can't even
nigga,
tell him where
if you don't want to wait till, look, if you don't want to wait till tomorrow, like,
they can't even
if you don't
tell
want to
him
wait
where
till
to go.
next week, nigga, when we get a new shipment, Just go over there tomorrow. Like, they got the same shit. Yeah, go over there. They got your size. But, dog, we be trying to get fitted for, like, 4th of July weekend. Like, nigga, this little shit that you young and
Y'all
you trying to
can't
be
ever
cool.
Match.
That was out the point. That was out.
Y'all
that was
can't
out.
ever match.
But the thing is, though, I would feel bad for my guys. Like, we in there getting fitted, nigga. We getting gear. We got, oh, nigga, I'm going to rock these, son. These going to be nice. You see how this shit match? And then the gear was never the problem. They would get the gear. They would get gear for them.
The shoes was always some
Fam.
always some Monarchs.
This thing. This thing, bro. My nigga be like, damn, I just want some all white. I just need some white kicks. Some all white kicks. And you got like a navy blue and gray polo joint. You just like, man, I got the jeans. I just need some white kicks. I'm going to just set these off. And the only motherfucking kicks they got in your size is fucking lime green. Hey,
yes.
Hey, and this the fucked up shit about the hoop shit. Because you can go to Ross right now and see this too. Go to the big ass shoe store in the road. No. But look at the color combination though, fam. It'd be like they got them shits from like leftover from the Tennessee Vaults, nigga, or something like volunteers and shit. Like, fam,
ducks and
nobody is ever wearing this. There's no other piece of clothing, nigga. This stitch of fucking orange, nigga. Like, what are you doing? And the whole sneaker would be that color.
That neon Oregon duck green.
Dog, it just be shit like that. Like, it'll be, because you know what? I've seen niggas have
Charlotte
to.
Hornet,
No, hold on. I have
turquoise
seen niggas have to pull that off. The lime green ain't bad because guess what? You can go to Nautica, Tommy Hilfiger, Polo. They gonna have some lime green and shit. And you could be fitted. You done fucked around and got a fit. Like, oh, they got the green shoes, match it. But the thing that sucks, dog, is like to just get some black Forces or a pair of Jordans or something, nigga. This regular shit. Come on, dog.
You know, do you know what all of them had to wear too?
They're not walking in the store.
All of them had to wear because they all. This was the shoe that was always available in big nigga size.
The Reeboks?
No, them Adidas, the Hoopers, the shell toe hoop shoes that used to be the college standard.
Oh, you talking about the pro model joints? Hey, dog, that's so. Hey, nigga, hold on, my nigga. We not clowning my niggas right now, bro. We not clowning my niggas.
You could get a size 16.
But this the thing. Hey, but this the fucked up part. 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 Even to this day, if you go in there, nigga, they gonna have the pro models like you said. Yep. But look at the color combination. They gonna be purple and white,
or some fucked up shade.
They gonna be from Northwestern, fam. They gonna be like purple and white, like
or
nigga.
West Virginia.
Come on. I mean, navy blue and yellow, nigga, like.
Florida Gators, nigga.
Florida State, scarlet and gold, nigga. I mean, scarlet and gold. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, what am I going
like, yeah, can I get a pair of Yukons?
Right.
Blue and whites, nigga.
Some Dukes or something, nigga, in here, nigga.
Some fucking Louis
And if it is some Duke colors, it's gonna be the blue, nigga. They gonna be the hardest color to match, nigga. Here go this matte blue. Here go this matte blue, nigga. That you better go get like
solid ass blue. And a shoe that big to be that solid of a color, it ain't right.
Dog, it ain't right.
Hella color.
The thing is, this the problem though. Nigga, why can't be solid white or black? So this what happens. They all got damn nigga. Shout out to my niggas, bro. I didn't start this conversation to make fun of you niggas, but it is funny. But like, cause it was like a thing, bro. Like it was like a thing. Like nigga, if you 6'9" and up, oh yeah, you better go to the league, fam.
Yeah,
you better go to the league. Hey, or you better get overseas and get a bag.
Hold on, I know, there's one more shoe we left out. The Hyper Dunk.
Yeah, bro.
And the fucked up Bolt yellow and shit. The pink. The pink joints.
Fam, why do they got? Hey, one time I went in the store, they had like 18 pair of pink and white. I was like, bro, who the fuck? And it hit me. I know what happened. It's the breast cancer awareness game, bro.
And they didn't wear
and
them
I was just like, and then they made those shipments and they sent them off to their little stores that they send the little leftovers to. And yeah, fam.
Oh shit.
It's just like, nigga, come on, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't think niggas understood. We go to the club and they start hitting it with the dress code and shit. Like, niggas would really be stressed off that. Not because they don't got gear, fam. Niggas got gear.
Because all niggas got is really tennis shoes.
But no, it ain't even that. It's just that, like, dog, you know how, okay, to get a size like 19 male, like, Chelsea boot, that shit like $3,000, nigga.
Yeah.
Because they're making that for you.
Yeah, that shit ain't made right
fam,
now.
They don't got just thousands of those laying around, nigga. Like,
that's
so I'm just saying, a good dress suit, a nigga could be on a nice tailored suit all you want. There's nothing to get a suit tailored.
Nope.
But nigga, when you start talking about
shoes tailored though,
you want some dress shoes to go with it too.
Some bed spokes?
Fam, why you think so many basketball players, nigga, that's tall like that, that's big, will bust out some hoop shoes, nigga, in a
Air Force is what they...
Even the cats that got money, it's like, nigga, do you think those shits is comfortable, fam? Like, you think a nigga that's 300 pounds when he's not playing basketball? Shaq was 320 in his prime. You talking about a nigga that's like 300 some pounds. Charles Barkley's closer to 300. Right? That's why he's walking around in forces all day, bro. Wide bodies, nigga. And that was when Nike probably still was being made in America, nigga, because the Air Force Ones is like the only motherfucking Nike shoe, nigga, that is kind of got like a wide toe base. At least the old school ones used to be, nigga. I don't even think the new ones is like. The new ones is even getting a little bit more narrowed.
And where all these narrow feet motherfuckers come from?
Asia.
Right, because this nigga...
Wait. Who you gonna test them on?
Right, yeah.
You gonna fly Americans into the little sweatshops they got, nigga, and be like, yeah, man, let me see what your foot feel on that. And nah, nigga, they're like, hey, man, you wear a size 10? Put it on. That's why New Balance stays in the game.
I'm gonna keep this so 100 with you. This show is all. This should be
wild ass show, man.
We're gonna name this off topic. That's gonna be
whatever. Hey, speaking of topics,
off topic.
So there you go. We finishing up another topic, baby. Psychedelics should be free. You know what I'm saying? Not free. Legal. Should be legal, man. They should definitely, because they're already using them in the medical field. Mm-hmm. It's just like, it goes to the medical field, and then, when they really like, man, let's go ahead and make some money off this shit and let them have it. It's usually what it is. But
don't.
Hey, one serious thing we do gotta say.
Quick.
Yeah, on a serious note, though, rest in peace to Colin Powell, born 1937, passed recently. Due to complications from COVID, he was
fully vaccinated male.
He was battling cancer. I don't know why people keep saying that, like as a counter. Like when you get the COVID shot, they're letting you know, like, yo, this shit is really just to save your life, so you don't end up on like one of the breathing machines and shit like that. It's
it's a preventative measure.
It's to cut the like severity into which you're going to be dealing with. But fam, niggas get the flu right after they get the flu shot.
Well, flu shot's injecting you with the flu for you to build the antibodies.
How you know the motherfucking vaccine is the COVID ain't? That's all vaccines, right?
That's why I don't want to get the vaccine. I just hate the thought of being injected with something. But I know you got to catch something to grow the antibodies of it. So if you're not going to catch it naturally, you got to catch it somehow. That's why they used to take us young when we were younger, take us around kids who had chicken pox.
Oh, somebody in your family got them?
Yeah, they taking us right to them.
Y'all play today. Y'all hang out today because we ain't going through this shit all day.
Do all that shit.
Yeah, you can play. You good?
Yep. That was our motherfucking
out there hooping in here.
That was our chicken pox shot. That was our chicken pox fucking vaccination. Was your little cousin got it? Cool. You going to play with him today?
Motherfuckers be getting the chicken pox twice now too.
And almost dying from that shit.
Cause they ain't get the vaccination.
Nigga, I only got it once, and I didn't get vaccinated, so I had.
How many times you need it?
Child.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga, you only need it once.
No. I only got chicken pox once, and I'm not vaccinated.
Fam, I don't know if I'm vaccinated for chicken pox. I might be.
I wasn't vaccinated.
Shout out to my mother. She did whatever she needed to do.
I wasn't vaccinated.
Nigga, it was her decision. Nigga, God gave me to her.
Because I think I was that last generation where the parents got.
I might be too. Sorry, mommy, if I'm misrepresenting you. Probably at the house. Nigga, I vaccinated you.
I know I'm not vaxxed because I know how sick when I got a vaccination made me. Because I got whooping cough vaccination for Jada when she was born.
I haven't
and I got so sick.
A vaccination shot. I got the COVID shit. But outside of that, Keem, I ain't never got no flu shot. But I don't do that. And anybody that knows me, man, just like, Keem don't. I remember I was at my boy's house. Nigga, his whole family sick. He's like, damn, bro, I'm sorry, man. We get you sick, man. You over here. No, I was like, I'm straight, bro. I'm watching TV, watching the games. Yeah. Finally, them niggas was like, asking, like, bro, why don't you get sick? And I know why, but motherfuckers don't want to listen to you. They'll ask you a question, nigga, when you tell them. They don't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, well, I know why I don't get sick often. It's that good old melanin blood in me.
See, bro, I wasn't even leaning on that. I know some motherfuckers is highly melanated to be sick every winter.
I get sick once a year.
I just think niggas don't really, like,
deal with, bro, niggas don't watch their germ intake, and they also don't really like, people don't take care of themselves. That's what it comes down to. Like, fam, I might feel a little something in my throat, pause, when I wake up. I'm drinking some tea that day.
Go get some emergency or something.
No, I'm drinking the tea. Yeah. I'm going to go get some tea with some raw, natural honey. Put that thing in there.
Some lemon.
Come on, fam.
Knock that bitch right out.
Right before it gets started.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, I'm fine. Hey,
or
and
if a nigga got a gym membership.
And no, I was about to say, I'm glad you said that.
Right to the sauna. Nigga.
Basketball.
Oh yeah, go.
Dog, when I used to hoop, I definitely never got sick. And when I'm starting to realize I need to start working out, man, a little bit more for my skin face routine. Like, yeah, I just don't. My pores aren't as open on a regular basis as they used to be, man. Like, just sweating shit out of me.
That's one thing I noticed about just in my life. I've always had good skin. I don't get pimples on my face and shit like that.
You know, when I start, well, I don't really get a lot of pimples and shit like that either. But where I got fucked up, in my opinion, like, I can see this shit. I be like, damn, nigga, this is McDonald's. When I worked at McDonald's, I was going through puberty. I was like a preteen, about to be a teenager. I'll never forget that shit. Nigga, I came home. I would come home and like notice it, like, my face shiny. Wash my face or whatever. And I didn't really get a lot of pimples, bro. But like, I probably need to just get like a deep facial right now, just because I'm thinking about it.
Go get exfoliated.
Well, no, my sisters and them, they all like licensed. They be trying to do that shit to me all the time. I don't know. I got good skin. It's just like, nigga, I know, like, right. It's like right in my nose area and right here is where I'll get oil. Is where my face will get oily. And it might be natural. It might be that just might be my oil spots. Pause. But nigga, like, to me, in my mind, it was doing them fucking fries, my nigga. All that goddamn grease popping everywhere. Nigga, just greasy as shit.
Grease, all that steam is grease.
Right.
Vapor, nigga. It's
yeah,
like
that shit is
somewhere.
just, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah, man.
That's how you end up, them grease traps at the top be nasty as shit. That's
right.
Vapor, nigga. It settles.
Oh yeah, they do got something going on with the Armada.
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, one more time, respect to the man, Colin Powell, rest in peace.
Definitely, you right. You right, bro.
People stop.
We ain't give him enough.
People stop playing with fucking COVID.
Hey, one of these days we're gonna get in here and probably give him a more just due in terms of like shouting out Colin Powell for some of the great things he's done. Hey, when I found he passed, man, I genuinely was hurt by it.
Yeah, I was sad.
I was genuinely. We truly lost a great American. And real quick, I will tell you this though, because I shared this with my mother. Fam, this dude basically died without a tribe almost. When you talk about his political life, the Republican Party that he was in, that he was involved with, hey man, that's not the same Republican Party of today. And he stood up to them, unlike a lot of other people, right? But you think they honoring him?
Nope.
Come on, man. That man should be lying in state as a national treasure right now. Just like Congressman Lewis, like Colin Powell, and I don't, you know what I mean, maybe he will end up, but he should be lying in state in the Capitol building for what he's done and served and the way he served this country. So I don't know, we'll see. His first
in the military too, or something.
He's a general. He's first black attorney general too.
General College.
And he was a general. Yeah, he's from basically, I want to say getting drafted. Nigga, to just you know. He's a beast, bro. He literally could have been the first black president, and everyone knows that. Like he was the first Barack Obama, but he decided he decided not to run.
Well, we should have never. We should have. Here's the problem.
The reason why I say that is because
still championed him, Republican or not.
No, he that's not why. He is championed by the black community for sure. We champion him. What I'm saying is. The reason why they say that about him is not because he was so beloved by black people. Is that Colin Powell was the first black person that pollers and those that do this for a living was just like, yo, white people will vote for him.
Right. Yeah.
See, that was a trick about Obama. This nigga got a funny name. This is why Obama was a genius, because when he introduced himself to the world, he made sure he got that in there. It's like, hey. I just had to know. I just need to know that nigga. You know, America has a place for a black kid with a skinny black kid with a funny name. Because niggas, all these names. If I got a natural name, it's gonna be funny to you.
Right.
Right.
So, yeah, that we'll see, man. We'll see. I was saddened by that when I woke up, like, and got the news, because I was like, damn, bro, like, it's been soon. It's been very recent. So I'm like, man, I hope I just didn't feel like nobody was going to really properly honor him. So maybe we'll come in on a later date, man, and do something a little special to shout out Colin Powell, man. But he was a real one for sure. He was a real one. Kept it real. And was successful. You know what I mean? God bless him. His family. Rest in peace. Job well done, man. I think he's a blueprint for all Americans. I really believe that. So shout out to Colin Powell. And thank you for, dog, not letting me just gloss over that on our silly episode. But right back to some real shit. Ahmaud Arbery's case began.
That shouldn't even be a case at this point. Motherfuckers should just be.
The thing that's crazy, fam, is that they're not talking about a lot. Is the district attorney, or is it the DA? Is the DA or the I want to say it's the DA. Well, one of the motherfuckers are getting charged for obstruction.
Yeah, because they
right. Was that the district attorney?
Like knew them or something, right?
Yeah, because the dad was a cop, was like a career. Nigga been a cop for years. He just retired. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he called the police chief or the prosecutor, the lead prosecutor.
I think it was a prosecutor.
Right, yeah, because they arrested her. Because she literally found out, like, nigga, she knows exactly what happened. The shit that we all learned about,
she
knew right then and there. Time, like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all killed this boy. And he ain't did nothing. And he don't have a record. Like, went along with the story, all that. Where do you go as a marginalized community if the people in power? See, because when we talk to everyday people that's not affected by these type of things, they love to like throw out an excuse, or you making excuses, or, you know, sometimes they can't see it. They're like, oh, well, you know, there's got to be accountability. Like, where was the accountability for Ahmaud Arbery? Like, this is the saddest part about that shit, dog. And I don't really got too much to say after this. We're just gonna follow the trial, and, you know, I hope I hope he gets justice. But in my opinion, the biggest tragedy, other than gunning that man down for no reason, was the lie you told to his mother. Like, imagine that. You get gunned down viciously, senselessly. And for damn near a year, before all this shit broke, your mother was being told by every official that the person that shot you is because you tried to run up in their house to commit to rob them, and they were fearful and they struggled with the gun, and you tried to take the gun from them, and that's when the gun went off, and they're heartfelt, they're remorseful. This is what they gave to the mom, to Aubrey's mother, to Ahmaud Arbery's mother. This is what they serenaded her with, as they told her son, you know, to justify her son being killed. She knew his personality. She raised him. She knew his character. She raised him. Everyone that knew this kid was just like, there's no way in hell he was trying to rob anybody. Right. There was NFL players that sat out a game because of this nigga died, because they just competed against him, and he was just that type of guy. Like, damn, bro, I can't believe that happened to him. Like, nobody was just, oh yeah, he do got a mean side where that nigga be tripping. Like, oh yeah, man, we used to pull those licks back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that. I think it was just a jogger. They even have, you know, we know the case. They have him on surveillance, just doing the same shit. First thing they tried to do was like, oh, well, see, he's on surveillance a couple of blocks, just snooping through a house. How do we know he's not a criminal? But the good thing about his attorneys in the local NAACP there is they quickly got out that footage. And shout out to the owner of the house and the property, because he allowed them to get out the footage. He said, man, everybody in the damn neighborhood stops in that house. He said, I've had guys, he's had people having sex in there. Like, because he has it all on camera, you know what I mean? Because it's a construction site. Because motherfuckers that made out in there, and little kids go in there and smoke weed and do all type of shit. He's like, he's not the only person to stop in there and look it out. And then he turned out the motherfucker was studying architecture.
Was it architecture or like electrical? He's like going to be electrical engineer.
Engineering. It was electrical. It was electrical
He was checking
engineering.
out how
So he was checking. That's exactly what it was. Because the owner
doing.
said that when he heard that that's what he was doing, he went back and looked at the tape and was like, "That's when he was assured, like, oh, that's what he was doing in my property." Because he was going around the like wiring, seeing how it was like done.
Yep.
And that cost him his life, fam.
Researching for what he was going to school for.
It's just the same thing that I like with the Trayvon Martin situation that hurt my heart. Shout out to my little man's Dupree, man. He's in high school now, but he was young. And I remember he asked me, his Chrome son, he was like, and I fancy him like a godson, man. You know, and he asked me, he said, man, like, you know, something to the lines of like, damn, man, why that happened? Like, that's messed up. And I had to look at him and told him, I was like, bro, see, I was explaining to my friends, I'm like, yo, when you move to the suburbs as a poor kid, you have these things you have to deal with that nobody tells you. I'm like, bro, you know how many times in Reno, Nevada, we could have been Trayvon Martin? Like, I'm just saying, walking across somebody's property line with your ball, going home after practice.
Walking down the street in the middle of a snowstorm with hella fucking equipment on you.
Right, bro. Just a lot of shit, though. Like, just where like, and I mean specifically when niggas in school age. Hold on. I mean specifically when I was talking about school, when we're school age kids. And you know how niggas do, like, I gotta walk 4 blocks, but if I cut across this fucking, like, property line and nobody seems to trip, everybody does it, now I only gotta walk 2 1/4 of a block. I'm right there at the house.
You're walking New York City block, you know what that 2 1/4,
right?
That saving of that 1/4.5.
I'm just saying that, like, for the predatorial mind of, like, of a white supremacist to just do it. Nigga, I've been dribbling my ball down the street and had a motherfucker with a big ass truck yell by, you know, do the little nigger thing. They got the little Confederate flag, whatever, man. Like, you ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just, that's, George Zimmerman didn't have to project those things. It was in his mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he disobeyed a direct order and got the
Damn,
walk.
now that I think about that, nigga, we was walking with so much equipment, we probably looked like we fucking just robbed the
what
fucking...
if the boys would have just stopped us and was like, oh, whose equipment is this? Like, because that happens in radio. I'm not acting like, nigga, we were lucky to be there. The motherfuckers is racist as fucking to know.
Yeah. No, we were lucky that they didn't drive up on
that.
us.
But even with me knowing all the racism and shit that go on there with the system, I just think back to the wild shit we was doing as young boys. And like, that wasn't even wild. That was just us trying to get it. Man, nigga, we was trying to get it. We tricked, like, what? I forgot who tricked off our ride. The ride that because I remember my car was parked.
If we remember who tricked
he
off
getting his
that
ass
ride,
cursed
we
out,
fucking
man.
Cussing you the fuck out.
And if you see this nigga, you know who it was.
Because it ain't even it ain't about the females. It's about the fact we had to walk through a fucking blizzard, my nigga. Hella
Hey, the
blocks.
funny thing is though,
because where we're at, we were at one end of fucking South Virginia and had to go to your end of South Virginia.
Yeah, that shit was deep, nigga.
We wasn't close.
It wasn't no close walk. It was snowing too. Oh shit.
Matter of fact, were we at Comro?
No, we weren't there.
Then we were up on 2nd Street somewhere, Tonic or something.
Hold on. No, you know where we was at?
Where were we? Please don't say BLCC.
Is that Lake Street?
We was at the biggest little city club, nigga.
It wasn't called that when we was there. It wasn't called that.
Nah, cause oh my god, I now remember that. That was the longest, most bullshit walk.
Yeah, fam. We tried to meet some girls
I remember,
too. Our dumb ass thought we was gonna meet some girls, nigga, at the end of the night.
Cause I remember, it had that club has nothing but windows in the front, and we were just looking at the snow and we're waiting on that ride. And I remember we both came to that conclusion, like
I went in the back and was like, "Yo, that nigga pull around front." Because remember, you just did the last call for alcohol, and then once you do last call for alcohol, what you would do? That's when you already had your little setup to where it was like, nigga, that's just playing. Nigga, we go get some drinks, chill. We would go to the back, burn one, nigga, break. You know what I'm saying? I think you had some people was in there for you that time because you spent off.
Yep.
And I'll never forget. I came from the back and was like, yo, some pull around front. Like, nigga, like, to make it easier for us to put the equipment in there or something, like, because we rolled. Remember, this is why I can't remember who it is, because it was a nigga that don't fuck with us all the time, especially with what we were doing. So when we would do our shows and shit, it was usually just me and you. So I think maybe Jay, every once in a while, nigga. Cause Jay's the one that, yep, nigga, yeah, nigga. Like, so it was like those are the only three. We was the only three that was dealing with the business aspect of everything. But then, like, you know, niggas, like, oh, y'all doing y'all thing tonight, bro? Pull up, nigga, I'm going. And it was one of them, nigga. I remember we was smoking and shit. And we was like, you know what? Yeah, we just jump in the car. He's like, nigga, come on, I'm going, nigga. And I think that nigga just like, instead of being real and being like, yo, bro, I gotta go. Niggas ain't understand. Niggas used to think shit was sweet, and we're like, bro, we going to work. This is our hustle. This is what we grinding. Like,
right,
this is some shit that we really ain't, nigga. We're not having as much fun as y'all having. So like, he was seeing that, and it was like, damn, nigga, all the girls leaving. You know, like, yeah, nigga, they all gonna be leaving.
He probably
like,
jumped on one. And
I think that's exactly what happened.
Off or had his little late night
he
thing.
jumped on a little shorty. He was like,
text.
yeah, these niggas gonna be all right. Somebody get him. Now realizing like, nah, you was tapped in, bro, and that's what made me so mad. It was like, bro, because we couldn't do nothing. Cause nigga, my car was parked at the house.
Yep, because we rode with that nigga. The day that we remember,
I can't think. It's
you
gonna come to me, bro.
I swear to God, we gonna collectively call you.
It's coming to me, bro. I'm gonna get on your ass,
the
man.
Fuck
Pause.
out, nigga.
I can't remember exactly who you are.
Fuck. Not only did we walk through a blizzard, you fucked
Tricked off two bad ones.
You fucked off the ass for us. Pause. Because we got the bag.
Never forget that.
We got the bag already.
Yeah, we got the bag already. You ain't fucked the bag off, nigga. We had a bed. We was
you
killing.
Fucked off the icing to the cake.
He definitely took the icing off the cake. That's definitely what he did.
Left us with some dry ass fucking
yeah, bro.
And
you know when
cake.
you're young and just you're like, oh nigga, okay. We trying to get to. That's why I was like, bro, I'm the one that you was just like, nigga, we gonna have to call a cab. We gonna have to like, cause this is the sad part. This is why we silly. This is what I'll take this one. Nigga, we could have called somebody for a ride. Fam.
We did. We could have.
We're in Reno.
We knew so many.
My nigga,
still out at that point in time.
We could have called somebody for a ride, but the thirst in my brain. I was thirsty, fam. Not even gonna lie. And I'm thinking like, man, I remember looking like, and I've never carried your equipment before.
No, that's where you fucked.
That's where I messed up.
Because I know I kept telling you like, nigga,
you was like, King,
sure?
You ain't gonna want to do this shit,
dog. You don't want to carry this.
And this is what you kept telling me. You was like, nigga, if you walk out of here with my equipment, nigga, you walking my shit to the house, like, nigga, I can't carry all this shit by myself. Yeah. And if we leave here,
I did tell
you're not putting my shit down, nigga. This is my motherfucker. You was going off, and I was like, nigga, I ain't gonna do your shit like that.
And I saw it in your face when you picked it up.
Mm-hmm. When I first picked it up, I'm like, oh yeah, nigga, we good. Let's go. But this is not really knowing the longitude and latitude of where the fuck we going. This is not realizing that, like, yo, this like 45 pounds is gonna be, you're gonna be carrying this for a good minute, walking in the snow, using all your body muscles to not fall on no ice or nothing like that. Yeah. And that's how we was moving, my nigga. Fast though, cause we both trying to, like, yo, fam, they gonna.
Matter of fact, I had the coffin, cause we were both carrying it at the same time. We both had one side of it, nigga.
Yeah. No, when we was walking, yeah, I remember. Yeah, no, dog, that's the thing.
That shit was like 120 pounds, nigga.
Fam.
With the coffin.
I remember thinking that shit like, oh, I respect every nigga that got that hustle story of like, yeah, nigga, I used to have to carry that nigga crate. It's like, nigga, all right.
No. It's gotten better.
Oh, of course.
Because when I tell you...
Because niggas don't got crates like that no more.
Fuck the record crates. When I tell you what 2 techniques weigh...
Oh, yeah, like no, them shit is heavy. No,
individuals...
No, I know. Them shit is heavy,
Each
fam.
one of them weigh what my controller weighs by itself. Each one, a nigga... You're talking about Digital Underground. I'm the youngest nigga on there, so you know what
you already know what it is, nigga.
Demon's doing to me every time.
Nigga, hold this shit. Get
and
these bags, nigga.
He didn't care about me carrying
fam, already
else.
know.
Carry the techniques.
Right. That's it.
I used to... Them motherfuckers is heavy.
And you know...
To this day,
fam, and
they
you know...
ain't got no lighter.
And you know... You better not drop. You know you can't.
Yeah, drop
you know dropping those are not an option,
drop
right?
Drop them if you want to, nigga.
That's not an option. You know you can't drop these, right?
It's not. So you know what I did? I had to take one at a time.
Cause nigga, I felt that pressure from you, nigga, carrying your shit. Like nigga, I'm looking at you like nigga.
Cause it's one of them. If you drop it, I gotta fight you, nigga.
Yeah, we gotta fight each other. Cause yeah, nigga, that's just too much money. I don't even want to pay you back. Let's just get your fair one, nigga. Let's go. Hopefully we can still be friends afterwards. I'm sorry, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit's too expensive, nigga. Like, why is that shit so heavy?
I let you fuck up my better judgment by you being so thirsty.
Right.
I let you.
Dog, that's what it was. I'll never forget that shit. Cause I that's why I said I'll take all that, dog.
Thirst made me
Cause I dead ass remember the whole shit. Like I remember literally like
everything but who that nigga was.
No, exactly. The one little clue that I need. But like I'm serious, dog. I dead ass remember like you were uber sketch. And I remember thinking like, I don't want to say nothing crazy, but I remember like somebody had just left. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was like, if I need to, I can hit the little, the little Hyundai, my Hyundai come back, nigga, we good. But that's an X on that other plan. And that's where we was fucked up. And then it's the middle of the night, so all our friends is out, but niggas is drunk, high, kicking it, strip club, all this shit. So you just got to get the right nigga to be like, yep, I need you to come get us with this equipment, shoot us over to the car, and that's all we need.
Popping right now. Get us over.
Yeah. Dog, we didn't, and yeah, so we didn't use our resources. Once I caused us not to use our resources. And then, like I said, dog, even when we started walking,
one track mind like a
even when we started walking, bro, because nigga, shout out to Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah bad, man. And I always wanted to hit those. Well, I don't even mind saying it no more.
If you were able to get me on your level of thirst that night, that means whoever I was talking to must have been bad to me.
No, she was. Dog,
because I wouldn't have.
Bro, I'm going to go find my old joint social media shit, and I'm going to find them, and I'm going to show you. Like, nigga, these are the ones I was talking about. And you're going to start laughing, because as soon as you see, you're going to know.
I remember why I was on that.
Fam, you're going to remember why we both was on that, like, wait, what? Because it's one of them shits that don't happen. Okay, look, these two badass females, they come to our shit, they support.
Who was it?
Hold on. They support, right? They come on. Dog, that's why I said I got to go on my shit, because I don't know nobody's last name, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't remember Sarah's last name?
No, nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know my friend's last name, fam. Like, you gotta be we damn near family.
Right.
I don't be studying niggas' last names. The thing is, I always felt bad about that too. And what it is because like, nigga, I moved from like big city to smaller city to small town, like to. So I was always going to someplace smaller where it was like, oh, you niggas got it. It's kind of lucky. Like, I never looked at people that remember my name from the 9th grade or some shit like that. Like it was because they fucked with me so much. My name is Akeem. I'm the only Akeem you know. But if you go to Brooklyn, it's hella Akeems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was the only Andre for hella long.
Right.
And then I got older and started meeting a lot.
Hella right. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, in Reno, it's just like, it's easy. Hella rare. And that's some Reno shit. Like, niggas would be like, Mark such and such, like nobody really says like, but
Mark,
but in other cultures they be like, nigga, green eye Mark, nigga.
Yeah.
Mark with the green eyes, nigga, or redhead Mark.
Mike, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, chubby. Exactly. It don't never be like we got 3 different mics, nigga. Everybody mic is different, nigga.
Mike, smooth Mike,
buff Mike, nigga.
And buff Mike.
Right, yeah, nigga, some shit like that. Like nigga, killer Mike, nigga, or nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about smooth Mike from 33rd,
you talking about you talking about the mic that'll bust your head, nigga? Okay, not that one. The one that be hooping and shit.
Okay.
Oh, ball playing Mike. Yeah, nigga, I seen him. Yeah. So
don't know his last name, but we'll have a defining character that we all connect to this nigga.
That's why I've always said to me, nigga, this is my whole theory. I always thought, hey man, motherfucker that got like that's kind of like from the hood and find his way in the suburbs before being an adult. If they acquiesce properly, that's a dangerous man. It's a dangerous man.
Because I had niggas.
It's a dangerous person,
that's
bro.
How niggas they were still referring to me.
Because there's a lot of suburban shit that not material shit. It ain't just money. But it'd be a lot of suburban shit that you learn about, like, nigga, why we ain't doing this in the hood? This make more sense.
Because, nigga, I have a defining character trait. Nigga, you mean Lil Dre?
Right.
Oh, nigga, because I'm short, nigga. I'm
right,
shorter
than
most motherfuckers I know.
All right. You talking about DJ Dre?
Yeah, you talking about
DJ Dre?
Beat making Dre?
Nigga. That shit's funny. But, no, nigga, Akeem.
Yeah. And
so, like, the funny thing is, nigga, I remember, like, I don't know if it was in Vegas or Reno, but it was one of my sisters, man. I think it was, I believe it might have been my oldest sister, Latrice, but it might have been Ariva.
Nigga, actually, you are the only Keem I know. And that's what we all refer to you as in Reno, Keem.
Right. It's easy to do. So, like, nigga, my sister told me one time.
What you talking about.
Hey, nigga, my sister told me one time, because, nigga, I've always known other Keems. Mm-hmm. So, like, my sister was like,
well, in Detroit, I knew a couple.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Nigga,
no,
we all know
nigga, my sister told me, she was like, Akeem, you either gonna have to stop telling people your name, or this is your life, buddy. Your name is Akeem Magic Gordon. and you hoop.
Right.
Like, nigga, what are you?
You're not.
What are you doing? Like, nigga,
inconspicuous.
there's no way. Like, nigga, they ain't confusing you with nobody else, my nigga. That's your name. Like, and I just thought about it. Like, damn, she kind of got a point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's anything like that.
You could do it. Well, think about Damon.
Exactly.
Nigga, there's 2 Damons in Reno.
I know both of them. They went to school together. I'm
Right,
sure.
they
Yeah,
went
like
to school
nigga,
together.
2 cool ass niggas too. Shout out to both
two
Demons, my
Demons,
nigga. I
nigga.
know dark skin and light skin,
Yeah,
nigga.
there's 2
I know exactly.
There's 2 fucking Demons, nigga.
That is hella. Which Demon, nigga? Light skin
right.
or dark skin?
Nigga, or they
You see what I'm
would
saying?
call them by their last name.
Well, that's because
You
they
mean
were in
Hammond
Reno
or
and
Dowdy,
Reed.
right.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
Hammond or Dowdy,
Dowdy. But like, if they was in like anywhere else,
You mean-
nigga, nigga, dark skin Demon.
Taller is shorter Demon.
It'd have been no, because they
Little
because they both one light and one black. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
light-skinned
black,
Demon,
black
dark-skinned
Demon,
Demon.
nigga, or light Demon.
Yeah.
Oh, light skin Demon. Oh yeah, that nigga over this way. You know what I'm saying? Black Demon. Oh yeah, no, he had to go to work. Nigga, I seen him at the whatchamacallit. Like so, that's just the culture, man. Did you see the verses with Kane and Karis one? Because we gonna get out of here soon.
I gotta just keep on topic because I always be thinking they're on.
Bro, you know what I need to do?
On Saturday,
I'm about to have
I'm
I'm about to have a versus catch up party.
or versus.
Where I'm gonna just watch all the verses that I didn't watch. Cause see, when I don't, the ones I don't watch, I'll hear about them and be like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Yeah, I want to see that part.
Or nigga, let's start doing a show.
We could start live, like doing a verse joint. We can start doing more shit like that. I'm with it.
Because that'll get people to interact with us, to niggas be talking about, nigga, that's my shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we should.
Yeah,
I do, guys. This is what I want to end on. If you don't have it, we'll do the Black 5 this week, so we can give it more justice. Cause I had that, I didn't put it on the thing because I was like, oh, nigga, that's gonna be his topic. We're gonna talk about it, but we'll get into it, man. Shout out to Hov. Shout out to Puma. You know what I'm saying?
killing the game.
Black 5.
Motherfuckers, bro.
Black 5, man. Do your homework, man. Do your homework, man. Yeah, man. We moving. Shout out to the whole Puma movement, though, for sure. And
We gonna let nigga, hey, young black hoopers out there, y'all did have your own league. Just know that.
oh yeah,
I mean, the NBA is essentially ours. We don't own it, but it's ours.
yeah. We had a league though.
But we owned
we had a league of our own at one point.
that
in time,
you
right,
know
right.
what white people did, saw us busting everybody ass.
So it's a famous story
Niggas.
about I can't think of the college. Might have been Grambling. Undefeated, 3 straight titles. #1 black team in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So nigga, Duke was the #1
White team.
white team in the world. But of course, no one ever calls white people by their skin color.
Nope.
Or their European background. So no one says like European American, even though I'm about to start saying that shit. European American. If I'm African, if you call me African American, you're European American.
I've decided
So-
that the Caucasus Mountains are in Europe.
They are. but what was I saying? Basically, shit. I lost what I was saying.
Go on. What were we talking? Give me the topic. I'll get you back.
It don't matter. We're gonna bury that because nigga, I want to finish this. I want us to shout this out.
Oh,
just
we're
before we
talking
leave.
about us having our own league.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know what it is. Duke, was it like Alcorn State or fucking Grambling or some shit like that? Undefeated.
One of them HSBC.
Basically, the coaches, the teams was like, man, look, man, fuck all this racist segregation shit. My boys want to know if they the best in the country or not,
And they want to play you.
nigga. And I know y'all want to know if y'all the best in the
So
country.
let's see.
They met up at a gym, no fans, nigga. Just some officials,
And
nigga,
Brigham Young beat
and 2
they
teams.
ass, huh?
2 teams, nigga. No, the thing is,
It was a good game.
I think, if I remember correctly, I don't think that they got their asses dominated. The Duke didn't just get dominated, but they definitely didn't win.
Outworked.
No, they definitely didn't win.
Yeah.
But they didn't just get dominated. Like the black kids walked away because you know what?
It's that super fundamental.
It's the
basketball
dude's a coach.
against
I can't think of his damn name right now, man. So when we do the special on this, we'll get all the details. But he's a famous coach, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say his name, you're gonna know exactly who it is. But the fucked up thing is, we never seen him play.
White coach, black coach.
Black coach. He's always just been a coach.
George Thompson.
Nope. Don't even try it. It's gonna fuck me up. It's gonna come to me. John Thompson. It's not John Thompson.
John Thompson.
It's
George, John Thompson.
It's not. Is it Don? It's either Don Chaney, or it's another coach that kind of looked like Don Chaney. I can't think of his name right now. Nigga kind of light skinned, got the little comb back. He older. He don't coach no more. He's an old school coach. when they come to me, we gonna laugh because you're gonna be like, oh, this nigga. When I'm watching this shit, they're like, yo, the only person you can compare this cat to in the modern day basketball era is Allen Iverson. It's like that's how he played. He played just like AI. Like AI, when we seen AI, we're like, damn, he played like so and so. But the Duke kids and they went on to be NBA players and coaches and all that shit like Duke kids do. So some of these names and faces are familiar to us. We just ain't really like we can't call them, but you've been seeing these motherfuckers call the game for 30 years. Right. Like they did something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of vibe. I'm gonna try to dog, I think it was called Black Magic. I'm gonna send it to you if I find it. But yeah, man. They talk about that game, how like the world didn't know about the game. Because the players and the coaches was like, man, we athlete hoopers. Yeah, all this other like segregation shit y'all talking about.
Because that's what
whatever,
it
nigga.
Into. It'd have been fucking 50,000 people.
Yeah, man.
Lights on one side.
Well, it was illegal what they did. That shit wasn't even legal. It wouldn't have been none of that, nigga. Y'all going to jail, niggas. You shouldn't be interacting with these niggas in that way. Like that's not how you do it. Right. So that's the problem. Is like both coaches would have been fired. Mm. You know what I'm saying? It would have been that kind of thing. So it was like the world. It wasn't even about opinion at that point in time. It was like, nigga. My boys have not lost in 2-3 years, nigga. Your boys ain't lost 2-3 years. They about to leave college, nigga. They want to know, like, what we doing? Can we beat them? This is way before the Texas Western team where, like, the starting five went against Kentucky. Right. This is years before that, like, way before. This is where it was still deadly, nigga, to try to say, hey, I want to go play with so-and-so that don't look like me. Like, nigga, what? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Duke is in North Carolina.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, people think it's an East Coast school because it kind of is, but it's like,
North
nigga.
Carolina.
Duke is in North Carolina.
Very southern.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things, man. Like,
not as backwards as South Carolina.
Right.
But it
was a dope story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a dope story. So shout out to everybody involved in that, man, that history. I got to do another quick shout out to the boy Trey Diggs, man, because he's probably going to break the record.
Who?
Trayvon Diggs.
Oh.
Is going to break the all-time interception records. It's not because he's a Cowboy, bro. I'm not saying that.
Is he related to Stephon?
That's his brother.
That's his brother, right? Yeah.
But he plays DB. The nigga has 7.
No, I've been hearing about him.
He has 7 interceptions in
7 games.
7 games, nigga. Like, and he has an extra game to break the record. It's a 17-game season this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that includes playoffs.
No.
I don't think it does, but
stop it. Just like basketball,
right?
Stop at the playoffs.
Whole nother playoff, another bracket.
Playoffs, yeah.
So yeah, dog. That's what it's looking like, man. But,
no, I'm wrong. MVP in the NFL isn't even given until after the season's over. So I think they run all stats. I don't think it starts over in NFL. I think the stats run all the way.
I think that's what they wanted them to do or something like that. Well, no, but I do hear him say like most playoff touchdowns. Maybe they just differentiate it.
They differentiate. They just start counting from them. But no, I don't think it.
Okay, that's crazy. But yeah.
No, you're right. Because Drew Brees, before he, not even Drew Brees, Calvin Johnson, before he got the receiving record, he was a couple yards short the year before.
Right, I do remember that.
Playoffs do start.
No, I do remember that.
Their stats.
And it didn't count because of the playoffs.
He missed it by a couple,
which is crazy.
10, 15 yards, I think it was. And their next game was the playoffs.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. How much you think it costs to buy out a congressman for any particular bill? Probably varies, huh?
Depends on what level of Congress they're in. Because even
what's the lowest dollar amount that you would think that it would cost for a congressman to for a former congressman to use if I'm giving you money to lobby our Congress? No, scratch that. I'm sorry. How much? I'm trying to get to here somewhere. How much do you think? What is the lowest amount of money you think? I'm like, yo, I got this bag. I'm gonna get this to the congressman to do that little thing for me. When you start talking like that, how much? What do you think the lowest amount is?
15, 20 grand.
Damn, for real?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you really just think of when you first come up? Like, man, 15, 20 grand, they'll do this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I would just go find a low enough level because some of them motherfuckers aren't getting paid like that.
We're talking about congressmen and women. There's not one person in the Congress that's not a multimillionaire. And they all didn't come there that way. So I'm just saying,
A
like,
brand new nigga to the floor is gonna take that 25 grand. A seasoned congressman, you're talking $500,000 and above.
that's interesting, bro. Because you bring up a good point. I guess if I was countering that, I would say that, like,
That new nigga's gonna be greedy.
but the
he
new
ain't
nigga
been there long enough.
But the new nigga,
And
I don't think he's gonna be
from everywhere.
I think. See, to me, that sounds right if we're talking state legislator. 15, 30, 20 grand sounds great to a state senator.
No, I'm saying it like this. Okay, let's go to a movie like The Distinguished Gentleman, right?
Okay.
A nigga who would run like that, not that exaggerated and that.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. So
but
that's my point. Okay, so with that type of
somebody
hustle,
on that level, so that type of hustle is going to take 25,000 because he's so new. Look at how many niggas was just trying to shoot him offers because he was the
this is
new
what I'm
nigga
saying.
on the floor.
This is when they buy you off
his
as a
vote,
senator.
His vote,
I get what you're saying.
is early. You know what I'm saying? You can get him. I feel like you can get him cheap. I feel like it's a rapper in that aspect.
No, that's good. That's good. That's
New
good.
rapper on the
I just
block.
wanted to see what your gauge.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
it's
it
like
was.
15, 20
And we're
grand.
not too far off. You bring up some good points that I had to go reevaluate. Like you actually do bring up some really good points in that one. So, Joe Crowley, who lost his seat to AOC, of course, after losing his political race,
He's trying to say she bought vote. Somebody paid her off.
no, the nigga became a lobbyist, right? Real crook, right?
Real crook. God damn.
So now he's a lobbyist, and what he's doing is through the Squire Patton Bogues law firm, which represents companies like IBM, BlackRock, J.P. Morgan, just to name a few. Mm-hmm. He's basically, his whole thing is he's getting, so Congress has the BB, I call it the triple Bs. What was it? Yeah, I call it the triple B movement, nigga. LeVar might want to holler at Joe Biden because that Build Back Better plan, nigga, Build Back Better bill, nigga, it's just the triple Bs, right? And what was he trying to do? Okay, so this is what the increase of the taxes of the bill, right? This is where all the Republicans got their panties all in a bunch, and a lot of rich people. They're going to increase what they call the guilty tax. That's what it's named as. Now, this guilty tax is for national corporations. So, in layman's terms, hey, King, what the fuck is a multinational corporation? What is exactly what it sounds like?
And J.P. Morgan
It's
is
Coca-Cola,
a
nigga.
national company.
It's Coca-Cola.
General Mills.
It's Nike.
GE.
Right.
Motherfucking
It's Kellogg.
Whirlpool.
Right. So we know them.
Apple.
Right. We know these places. Right. It's Samsung, nigga.
Right.
Okay. Shit. Gucci. All these type of places. Right.
Audi.
Right. So Mercedes Benz,
General
nigga.
Motors.
Any logo that transcends language
Yep.
and geographical location.
Jordan.
Right? So in the
Nigga,
bill,
fuck it. Nigga, Rock Nation.
huh?
Nigga, just because you sign artists all over, I guarantee he's got a fucking probably has a London office, probably has a Japan office. Nigga, the whole
Yeah, I don't know if like that type of business is what they're talking about. They're talking about corporations,
yeah.
like in terms of like just
I feel what
you
you're
get what I'm saying. But yeah, for the yeah.
If we're talking, I thought you were talking.
They
just
fit
logo
though.
sake,
No, it's the
right.
same type of shit though. You're right. I'm not trying to defend the nigga.
Yeah.
Like that would go the same thing. Like those type of niggas, right? There's niggas that can do business everywhere, right? But I do think it's a small difference between people that because of the formulation of their business, they're able to do it everywhere versus like Ho's not hiring thousands and thousands of people
You're right.
everywhere.
You're right.
Like people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not.
But
No,
I get
what you're saying.
I get what you're saying,
He's
'cause
not a conglomerate like
he's on like the
everything
lower
else
scale
is.
of that. Like
Yeah.
they're in that same realm. Like
Yeah.
niggas with like him with those type of companies, right? But the Build Back Better bill by President Biden, shout out to the triple Bs, is going to increase the guilty tax, not on wealthy people like Fox News and Republicans are all saying. They're just bringing the wealth
Back
the
to
wealth
America.
back No, they're bringing the wealthy people's taxes
Back to America.
No, back to like a fair, equal playing field. Like nigga, there's no way in hell you're secretary and you're a billionaire.
And we're paying
Warren
the
Buffett
same taxes.
should be paying more in taxes. And I remember when Warren Buffett called Barack Obama out on it and thought he was lying. And he said his team, you can look this up, Warren Buffett challenged the president on those numbers. He said, there's no way in hell I'm paying less taxes than my secretary. Secretary for 35 years.
And then Obama showed
his team, Warren Buffett's team. If you don't think there's no better numbers team than that guy's team.
Mm-hmm.
They crunched the numbers, and guess what?
Found out he pays less taxes.
He's paying fucking more taxes, and has been paying more taxes,
For
less
35
taxes
years.
than a woman that he's paying $40-some thousand a year to answer his fucking phone. And he said what inspired him is he watched her put 2 kids through college.
Yep.
On that salary.
On that salary, being taxed more than he ever
Think
had.
about the sacrifices of this woman.
Right.
She's in charge of scheduling deals that's going to yield you and your great grandkids billions of dollars. And look at the sacrifice of this woman. That's why I respect Warren Buffett as a billionaire, because he then lent his support to those tax changes, and he still does. Some of the wealthiest people in America. Look, man.
Bill Gates does too, doesn't he?
Yeah, not the whining people. We ain't talking about the whiners.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, motherfuckers that scared to be
Bezos
taxed.
over here crying.
Motherfuckers
about
that scared to be
having
taxed
taxes.
are usually the ones that inherited money. That's typically usually what it is. It's usually the cats that's old money.
But
Old money.
Bezos is a ground up, man. He from the mud.
Hey, man. I don't know. I don't know his story.
I don't know either.
I don't know his story. I don't know where he actually comes from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of motherfuckers think that I'm not saying just because you don't come from for this conversation, I'm talking about people that got old money, right? That come from money, excluding him. But on a sidebar with cats like him, just because you didn't come from a multi-millionaire home don't mean that you didn't come from nothing either.
Right. You
ain't from the mud. And a lot of times us people from the mud like to bring people down with us and be like, oh, that nigga from the mud like us. He started out on his own. But you don't know that maybe he started out with a certain credit rating. He started out already
from the mud like us.
already owning a house, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, he thinks like a shrewd capitalist.
Oh yeah.
And he thinks like a person that didn't get it from the mud.
Right.
He just came and did the same blueprint. So typically, like Bill Gates does shit that shocks everybody because he got it from the mud and he grew up in a trailer park.
Like giving his kids 0.10% of his motherfucking net worth when he dies.
If that ain't no from the mud type shit, I don't know what is, dog.
Right.
Because poor people don't believe in fucking nepotism.
Nope.
That's some rich people shit. Hey, yeah, man, I'm a billionaire, so my kid's going to have everything.
Right.
And then we're just a fucked up place in the society because now we keep electing those motherfuckers. Like, how you gonna elect a billionaire's kid, nigga, and think he gonna work for the for the average American? He don't even recognize you as a citizen. He don't know you.
He never knew you.
Look, bro, if you don't know what it's like to pump gas, if it's been 10 years since you pumped gas,
We can't have conversations.
10 years since you went and bought some milk,
we can't talk about none of that. We don't relate.
You have to ask yourself, why would a billionaire's kid want to represent poor people?
Yeah.
Because that's who the majority of this country is, poor people. So why would a billionaire's kid want to represent the working class?
He don't know y'all.
And in what world would you let the big corporate boss's son come in and take over the concerns of the union labor? You would beat that motherfucker up, man. Get out of here, rich boy. You ain't gonna come be the president of our union, nigga. Your daddy over here robbing us for rates.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. How do you relate to us, nigga? You live off the fucking hustle. You live off of us. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what we do. We'll let them over like Donald Trump. I don't even care. The Kennedys. Like, you let rich people, Mitt Romney, right? Because you got to go to like Obama and the Clintons. Like, the one thing I'll say about them is they're new money.
Yeah.
They're new money.
Yeah, because Bill comes from Arkansas.
They're new money. They're new money, bro.
Shit about Hillary.
Hillary from New York, upstate.
Right.
But they come from, look, bro.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know. I just never knew.
They're not the wealthy elite, like, you're going to be the president's.
Right.
Well, the thing is, I think Hillary was more groomed for that, even though I'm not saying she just came from elitism and wealth, but she definitely was like an elite student.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? She had a lot more in common with Barack Obama
if she didn't come
in
from
terms of that
she
regard.
Studied that, and
Well, this
figured it out.
is what I was saying. I think that all minorities should like think about this when we judge white people, is that if Eminem wanted to, Eminem could change up his attire, refrain from speaking a certain way, and assimilate right into corporate America. All you gotta do is put on a long fucking shirt.
Dead.
Hey, but
ass.
Travis Barker could do the same thing. Hey, every bad white boy, every bad boy, every rock star,
Every
Courtney
MGK,
Love could do the same thing.
G-Eazy.
Right? All these people can mature one day, get a little. Hey, man, I'll just leave it at this. Marky Mark was a fucking rapper. Mark Wahlberg was a rapper.
And did some old super hate crime.
I ain't even
racist
going to
shit.
all this street shit. I'm just going to the fact that this motherfucker got introduced to white America as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Have you even seen this motherfucker at the hip hop awards? Like, this is the thing. I be hearing stories about how Marky Mark is still hip hop. He fuck with a lot of the dudes in hip hop still, and he cool. But also, I remember Lost Boys flaming his ass.
Yep.
I remember Mr. Cheeks flaming your ass up too. So, I don't know. It just always showed me that, like, damn, I be seeing Jay get awards and Jay-Z open and buy businesses, and you can see this written about him. Former crack dealer.
Oh yeah, it's always
rappers
some crazy
turned
shit.
mogul.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, like, they gonna let you know that this motherfucker used to sell crack, nigga, and he did some drug dealing shit, or he was from the streets, right? That's just how they frame it. So dog. Justin Bieber already did this once. He told us he was done with us after his little roast. He's like, man, I'm sorry about the way I've been acting. He literally apologized to white America for hanging out with little twist in them niggas running around acting stupid, right?
Right.
Because basically all the little twist fucked his career up hanging out with Justin Bieber. Because every time
Fucked
Justin
it all the way up.
Bieber would commit a felony or do something crazy,
They would
they would have him take the charge for it.
Yep.
Like, oh, y'all friends, right? Oh, he's big right now, and then you're gonna be big later. All that bullshit. And you think you think he can call? You think Lil Twist can call Justin Bieber right now?
Probably don't even have this. Probably don't got.
That's a fact, bro. It's a whole fact. Like, this is a kid that got run around. Dog, I knew it was when he was harmonizing nigger. I'm like, bro, I know a lot of white kids from the hood that don't even
Use the word
say the
nigger.
word nigger. Nigga, nothing. They're around black kids calling them nigga every day, and they never say that.
They around black kids that probably give them the pass,
No, that's what I'm saying.
and they would never say it.
Fam, I know white boys that if they was in a room full of niggas and said the word, "No, that's my nigga, man." Like, none of the black dudes in that room. A lot of the niggas, I'm like, "Oh, that's nigga. He from here. He right from." You know what I'm saying? Nigga, they ain't no different
Nigga grew up
than
next door to
that
me,
boy.
nigga.
This white boy a part of our tribe, right? So with that being
He
said,
been at every barbecue.
now this I'm just saying, though, like, that's I'm not speaking this. I'm just saying that, like, this is what happens, right? So when I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, Justin Bieber's not really from this culture like that. I get that. I was done with it. I just pay attention to these type of things, bro. I just pay attention. There's certain cultures in America that can assimilate into the white world a lot easier. A lot easier. That's all I'm saying.
We're not one of them.
Nigga, J-Lo was a dark Puerto Rican.
On motherfucking in living color.
Where she looked like a nigga Rican.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga, that's not where the opportunities were. Hey, Jenny, like, look, we could do this. Let's shoot you like this. Dog, you can look at movies where they want, okay, they're trying to make J-Lo look more white.
Lighter. Right.
You can
'Cause
see
the
it.
stripper movie, she was dark as hell.
You forget about Jenny from the Bronx. Nigga, that's J-Lo,
and
nigga.
that Made in Manhattan movie.
Oh, that's
where they
J-Lo.
made her look extra white 'cause she's trying to fall in love with the white rich dude.
Or the Enough movie where she's the battered woman, whatever thing,
Yeah.
come out. Nigga, that movie actually kind of good. But I noticed in the movie, I'm like, damn, J-Lo, like, that's crazy.
You're not that light.
That's not that don't look like your natural pigment.
Nope.
Right? So we see it, dog. We see it. They tried to do the shit to Beyonce, and she ain't let it go down. And I remember it was a famous magazine that put a picture of Beyonce in there, and like, for
lightened her
L'Oreal,
like hella
lightened
up.
the shit up, and then tried to, like, say that her ethnicity was Native American, French Creole, and some other shit. Nigga didn't even nothing. That's why she came
said,
out with the
"Bitch,
song like,
I'm black."
"I love my Negro nose," nigga.
Yeah.
That's why she was banging that way, like, nigga, like, nah, bitch, y'all got me fucked up.
Don't you ever tell me what I am.
Right? Like, nigga, I'm a whole black girl, nigga. You ain't see my mama and my daddy?
Ain't none of them Indian.
What the fuck you talking
Creole,
about?
French, none
Now,
of that
now
shit.
you can say that if you want to tell the whole truth about all black people,
Right.
but you ain't gonna keep it a secret and use it to separate us.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it's just one of them things that you just gotta stay woke, man, or it's a problem for you. It's a problem for you out here. But yeah, man, Build Back Better plan. They're going to increase the taxes. I didn't say the numbers from 10.5% to guess what? 16.5. Now, that's not for everyday Americans. That's not for people that's making a certain amount of money. That's not for wealthy people. That's for multinational corporations.
Making billions of dollars a year, only having to pay.
Fam,
16%.
Amazon should be paying 16.5% in taxes. Like, I don't give a shit what nobody says.
All the 1%
A motherfucker that can
should
make
be paying.
trillions of dollars, nigga, while we all can't go to work.
I feel like everybody in the 1% in your Fortune 500 businesses, all of them should pay 30%.
Yeah, because you know what?
Higher.
Because you're talking about 4,800 families.
Yeah.
Like they did, I think they said it like the 1%. Like, dog, it's a couple thousand people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even comparing, and we're comparing them. We're throwing like corporations in with that. Like, I'm talking about just
Bezos
rich
type niggas.
Yeah, hey man, why would I give a shit? First off, fam, you think ask Jeff Bezos, do he think he would be Jeff Bezos in any other country?
Nope.
He wouldn't be. So, with that being said, right there, you owe America. Not to mention, nigga, you're of European descent. You're on stolen land.
You should have to give about $50 billion in taxes.
You don't want Keem to be in charge. Motherfuckers to be paying a whole anti-indigenous tax around here.
Mm-mm.
Okay? But we ain't going there. Right? We're not blaming you for that. Oh, but you're going to pay. Like, the idea that a motherfucker that can end homelessness in one state and not have to put nothing on layaway, do a payment plan, just keep living his life like nothing happened. Like, this thing can literally eradicate homelessness in California and then literally still go buy the dream house that he was looking at. Bentley can call him. Hey, we know we got a new Billy. Yeah, man, put me down for one. He don't have to change nothing. So that's why I be saying, like, I'm a real humanitarian, bro. I believe in a real humanitarianism. I don't give a fuck about you going up to space, nigga. You probably was a little kid that wanted to be on a rocket and never got accepted into NASA, nigga, in those schools. And now that you rich, you like, fuck it, I'm gonna go anyway. Hey, God bless America, right? Do that. And if some niggas want to get on there and ride up there with you, that's cool. But don't be wasting my time like this motherfucker's doing groundbreaking shit for humanity.
Right. Fuck is
They tried to do that shit with old boy. This nigga made a fucking phone and a device that played music. You really want to get into shit that this nigga did? Because he revolutionized the theft of black art. That's what Steve Jobs did. Go look it up. When he went to all the head of record labels and said, you know why Jay-Z's and the Master P's and the Babies and shit like that are kicking your ass? Because you foolishly gave up the masters. Give me your masters. We going to do iTunes. Yep. Right? Think about the theft in that. You think every artist that got some music on Apple Radio or iTunes wanted their music there? It's like if you don't own the shit outright, nigga, like this going up on here and you getting a fraction of the penny. You getting a penny off this shit. Because this is the goal. This is the thing that they do. See, they're never honest about shit, bro. These elitists. Streaming could have been a great thing. A poor person created streaming. You know what the elite did? Took everything from him, Mr. Napster, get you to criminalize them, right? And then stole his shit. Mm-hmm. And so now there's streaming services, but you get an album. I've gotten albums on streaming services, fam, that when I go to play the shit, there's been a discrepancy with the label, and the label and pull the shit off the streaming service.
Yep.
What if I'm paying for that? What if I paid for that? So I say to people all the time, like, man, if you love the music, if it's something that you really want, you know you're going to want this shit, download that shit and buy it. Because streaming it, you're basically renting music.
Unless that artist owns their masters.
You're renting music, unless, like you said, unless that artist owns the masters. And I think even then there's some loopholes because there's two sets of masters. There's a sense of like like the way they break down the master count is 200%. It's not just 100%.
That's why I'm going through DistroKid. All 200% is mine.
That's facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. But that's revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Them are United Masters.
Yeah, we gotta do a little bit more research on United Masters though. They moving. They was moving.
Or not United. Mass
They was
Appeal.
moving a little
Mass
foul.
Appeal. Mass Appeal.
Yeah, because that's not. Yeah, fuck
Mass
it.
Appeal.
I feel comfortable with Mass Appeal just
That's
on the
what I was
strength,
talking
nigga.
about. Not United Mass Appeal is what I was talking about.
Yeah, man. So it's just something to think about, man.
Because Nas, nigga, tells that story about why Prince never did a song with him. So I'm sure he lets
He don't
all
own his masters.
artists keep their masters under him. Because I guarantee he don't want to be that nigga.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not. This is how I feel about it. I feel like if this is gonna sound very hypocritical, because I don't think that no one should ever be able to own your art. I think you should always own your masters. But if I put my business cap on, the way shit is currently constructed, I do get why. Like, I never was the nigga that was mad at Puff or some of these other dudes, because I'd be like, man, motherfuckers go sell their soul for 2 fucking Cadillacs, nigga, and not be mad at the white dude that did it. They're just mad because Puff is up and he's Puff. I've seen niggas over the years get mad at Hove because Hove is up. Hove wasn't catching no murder charge, nigga. Hove wasn't doing the nigga, all lawyer fees and doing all the stupid shit y'all was doing. Hey, man, how many of you niggas that was on Rockefeller actually invested? Because when I look at Hove's portfolio and be like, damn, this nigga made $1 billion and 700 of it came off the motherfucking market. It makes me think, like, okay, shit, I wonder if Freeway seen a couple.
And that nigga knows how to sell.
Freeway seen a couple million, right?
Right.
Beanie Siegel seen millions. I wonder what their portfolio. See, because the thing is, when you start giving hood niggas millions of dollars and then telling them to, hey, take 500,000. Go listen to the story Floyd said. Floyd said, you know what? His mom told him, if those people really loved you, they'll help you. They'll help you get to where they are in life. So he said, you know, when I'm with celebrities, nigga, I'm just as rich as them that I know. It's a rapper from the hood, a hooper from the hood. We all got the same type of money, no matter what the number is. Mm-hmm. He said, but then being a heavyweight champ or the champion of the world,
you got a little more clout.
he said, I would travel around for different engagements and parties and things that I had to be at, and I would meet some people that were just
really rich,
stupid rich, right? Yeah. And he said, so after a while, having that conversation, he's bragging with his mother, and she was like, well, man, them people don't care about you. No, Mom, they do, man. They ask about you. They give me good advice. And he said, well, she said, well, if they care about you, then they would help you get to where they are. The same way you do for your friends. So one day he's at an event, and Floyd said that, you know, it's laughs and jokes, everything's good, but he noticed that he would become like a fish in a fishbowl because everybody want to talk to him, right? What was it like when you fought this guy? And oh, how's this? And all that stuff. And he said, man, and he had a conversation with him. And he told him, he said, man, you know, I appreciate the love I get here, man. Like, you guys, you know, you guys are all right. He said, but he's talking to some, he's like, man, how do I make real money? At this time, bro, he said he had a net worth of like $6 million. This is young Floyd. And he fucked, this what got me on the shit. He said that when he had this conversation, he could tell that some of the people at that table didn't appreciate it. Didn't appreciate it. Whole energy changed. Relationship changed. Interactions changed. Right? He said, but out of 25 people that was at that big dinner and table and partying and stuff like that, drinking wine and being served, he said, about a few months later at another event, 5 of those people that was there asked him for his attention. Like, Floyd, man, can we talk to you for a minute? You know, we thought about what you said. And it's true. We can't scream that we're not racist, we're not like our ancestors, and systematically allow this system to go on unscathed, where we basically just cut certain people out of the culture, right? Mm-hmm. Especially the money culture. And so Floyd said that they basically sat him down, explained some investments to him. He said, Floyd, you got to invest. Right? Because Floyd's hood rich now. I mean, he's rich. He's a real millionaire, but he's in his mentality, he hood. We're like, nigga, I ain't giving nobody my money. I don't trust nobody with my money. Right. I like to look at my shit and count it. Like, nigga, put it up, nigga, put it in the bank. But, yeah, man, I'm not giving y'all my money to go do something with. That's kind of how a lot of people from our community think. You got to work too hard. You got to make too many sacrifices to get it. And this world has not been proven trustworthy to us.
Not at all.
Right? Or nor sympathetic. I mean, how many young white agents have stole millions and millions of dollars from black athletes, nigga, and nobody has said a thing. They ain't going to jail about it or nothing. No RICO charges or nothing. None of these agencies have been hit with a RICO charge. That's another one, right? But just when you look at this, so Floyd said that they sat him down and they told him, like, look, this is what we got, a little investment group that we got going on. This is how much it costs to get in. This is what we paid. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're going to have to put down. And it was like damn near 4 million. Or 3 million. It was like 3 million. He said it was a little under 3 million, I think was the word he used. But he said 6 months after that, now you're in the meetings. 6 months after that, you're looking at your growth. And you're like, you see that? You see that? He said 2 years after that, he said before he became Money Mayweather and started actually making the money that he kind of felt like he deserved as a boxer, he said that he said, man, I was able to just put the money thing away and not worry about fighting with Bob and doing all that. He said, man, it's the famous story that I gave him like a couple $100,000 or a couple million to like get out of my contract with him. He said, I was comfortable and able to do that because of the investments that I had started making. And I started seeing checks, dividend checks that was bigger than my purse. And he said, man, before, that's when Bob hit him, was like, oh, well, nigga, I own Pretty Boy Floyd. It's like, fuck it, nigga.
I'm Money Mayweather.
I'm going to be Money Mayweather then, nigga, because there's money coming in.
Yep.
He said it, man. He's like, I was able to go to HBO, talk with my chest out. Oh, you don't think so? All right, bet. Showtime, man. What's up? And talk with my chest out. He's like, man, I was able to talk. He said, and then he said he was talking to one of the main dudes that's a shot caller at Showtime, and they start talking investments. And Floyd was like, yeah, me and my team, we got in on that. It just made them look at him different. Like, oh, nigga, he's somebody I want to do business with. He gets it. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, what was it, like a $400 million, $300 million contract with Showtime?
Yep.
So, look at Showtime now. Who made the right decision? The CEO of fucking HBO with Floyd, or the CEO of Showtime? Now it's like, because now they throwing Jake Paul money.
Yep.
To fight niggas. You know what I'm saying? They like, nigga, we not tripping over here. Boxing is good over here. We even got a little time to do some little side shit.
Boxing's so good over here.
Right. Matter of fact, nigga, yeah, we got a little HB TikTokers versus YouTubers, nigga. Yeah. Well, who got it?
We doing so good.
Doing all that shit. So, shout out to him, man. And to just wrap that up, it's about having foresight. You know what I mean? Bitcoin is up right now.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Fuck foresight. Fuck all that shit. Stop having the slave mentality, thinking that you need. It's slave mentality to me, bro.
But when you say slave mentality, typically slave mentality has always been the antithesis of what we just named: foresight, discipline. Like, the slave mentality is not having the foresight.
I feel like slave
is living for the day.
I feel like slave mentality is just thinking that you can put your fucking nose to the ground, work hard for somebody else's dream, and make yours come true.
Okay, so you know what? This is where it gets a little tricky with that term, because when you say it like that, then you can apply that to every American, right? Like, I get what you're saying. But when you say slave mentality, at least to me, like when I heard it, I'm thinking I only think black people, because only black people has been slaves in this country. So I'm like, oh, okay, you talking about the black community.
I am only talking. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the black community. When I mean slave mentality is,
I think Americans have a slave mentality.
I think black people
to an extent.
I do.
Well, we're descendants of slaves, so our shit's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
Well, nigga, that goes without saying. Nobody's actually because if your ass is an ethnic group here and you got a slave mentality, nigga, that's you came to this motherfucker with that. Mm-hmm. You understand? Like, just knowing the history, nigga, like.
But I just think that's what
we were straight.
I think niggas need to break every nigga. Well, some of us are, but every nigga needs to break slave mentality. You break slave mentality, you'll never.
I get what you're saying.
You'll never feel the need to have to put money in a white person's pocket again. You'll never feel the need to have to ask the white person to borrow money again. You'll never feel the need to go into a white bank again. All right, so let's stop right there.
Let's stop right there. There's only, I think, 2, if not 3 black banks in the country. So this is the thing about systemic racism, because they know that shit too.
Yep.
See, like when Mexicans really start feeling the weight of white supremacy, it'll be hard to get business loans.
Yep.
Like, right? It'll be hard to do shit like that. Like when Jewish Americans or Asian Americans really start, there ain't gonna be no Chinatowns in every major city. They're gonna come gentrify that shit up.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing. Black Americans, you gotta understand, we cost them trillions of dollars by being free.
Oh yeah.
That's why Abe Lincoln gave millions of dollars to slave owners after they had to relinquish us. Because of the money. Dog, I had somebody tell me, like, man, it was a time that you could only find fucking cotton growing in the fucking south of the United States of America. The south of the Americas. Mm-hmm. The south of the North Americas. Right? Bro, name a continent that you can't go get a fucking cotton t-shirt. That's black workforce. Don't give me shit. Nobody can ever tell me that black Americans are lazy.
So I feel like
right?
we should have ownership in Hanes.
Fam, but that's all organizing. That's all organizing. That's what reparations
Cotton
is.
balls.
That's what reparations is, my nigga. Like, hold on. Like, first off, Fruit of the Loom and Hanes definitely owe black people.
Johnson and Johnson.
All that shit. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, if you start, what is it, Sons of Man, Lord of Man? What's the name of that bank? Lords of London. Lords of London owes
black people
a lot of money to black Americans, black Cubans, black Dominicans,
Africans.
Black Europeans, nigga. Like, they stole, they insured, like the bank that I bank with, JP Morgan Chase, insured Negro slaves. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about? Tiffany and Co. That's why you know, see why they gave Beyonce the big ass diamond and did all that shit with Hove and like, please, man, do this with us.
Because that was shackles.
Because Tiffany and Co. made slave chains, bro. Mm-hmm. They found out about the diamonds, nigga. While remember how like Iron Man was over there and they're showing off his shit? That's kind of how they was doing. Like, ain't nobody getting out of these chains. None of these niggas get out of these chains. And oh shit, what is that stone right there? Like, man, hey man, we got diamonds over here. That's how Europeans became flooded with diamonds. Like, bro, the only Europeans that used to have diamonds were Queen and King, and it's alleged that those was left over from the Moorish science days, which means that shit came from Africa. Yeah. When you read Christopher Columbus' original scroll inserts that's in the book They Came Before Columbus, he literally chastises the Queen. He's getting back at them like, yo, them motherfuckers was lying.
And let's talk about this Black Friday that y'all love to go shopping on. Niggas don't know what that day really meant.
Bro, but the thing is, it's so much in knowledge. Like, I grew up around black people that wouldn't let me use the word picnic because they know where that came from.
Pickaninny.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's just common term. Like, it's just little shit. My Aunt Loretta's love Betty Boop. I mean, I said some slick shit one time. Like, man, why you like
Betty
that?
Boop was based off a whole black woman, wasn't she?
Exactly. And when you see her actual image and then you see what they've done to her, you're just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, why couldn't you just keep her color? And that's when I came up with this term, and I said this shit, bro. I said this several times. People used to laugh at me. And then one day, somebody actually made the shit a meme. And then everybody wanted to tag me in it. I've been saying since high school, nigga, after Tupac died, like, yeah, that's cool, that's crazy. In 50 years, nigga, 100 years, he gonna be white.
Somebody made him
100 years from now, nigga, they'll have Tupac or Moral Shakur, nigga, in a history book or in some kind of book. He will be white. That's what they've done. They've done that to, see, it's hard to do it to the Nubian race, you know what I'm saying, because how dark-skinned they were. But when you start thinking about, like, the ancient Egyptians and the rainbow coalition of skin tones that they had, I mean, these are like modern day African American people. Like, they had the same phenotypes. They had the same, in terms of like the cross coloring. Unlike most so-called black tribes of the world, all African Americans don't look alike.
I don't mean to interject.
You can't put us all in the same,
with this,
you know what I'm saying, skin tone category.
Race.
What up?
Skin tones and shit.
We just talking shit. You know,
hey, Dr. Umar.
Well, fuck you.
Hey, hold on. Before you go off, remember I told you, and he says a lot of things that's true. But two things can be true.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you, I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I think we need to hold off on that because he be bugging a little bit,
Hey,
nigga.
Dr. Umar,
like,
again.
Well, fuck you.
bugging a little bit, yo.
Really pissing me off with this fucking black man can't feel strong as a black man if he's not dating a black woman. You can kiss my fucking ass with that shit because it makes me no less of a fucking black man that I date a black woman. It makes my father no less of a black man because he had kids with a fucking white woman. It makes my brother no less of a black man because he and I had kids with a fucking white woman.
Hey, man.
It doesn't mean I love black women any fucking less. It doesn't mean I don't love black people any fucking less. It doesn't make me more white than you, my nigga. So when Freddie Gibbs said fuck you, I'm on that train too. And I really hope Mike Tyson accepts a fight with you. And
No, wait. What did you just say?
Dog shit out of you.
Where'd
nigga.
that come from, nigga? I'm lost now,
You didn't
nigga.
know that?
Nigga,
Oh,
what?
Freddie Gibbs was on fucking Hot Boxing with Tyson, and he said something about loving white women or something. And Freddie Gibbs, well, you said Dr. Umar might not like saying that. Tyson was like, "Who is Dr. Umar, and who is he to think that he should ever, who has any say on that? Why does he feel like he's that person to ever even have that opinion?"
Right.
Because you know Tyson's at that stage in his life where he's like, who the fuck was I to even somebody ask me for my autograph, nigga? I ain't nobody special to nobody. Nigga, I'm a
Tyson
fucking,
was like that, nigga, when he
Yeah.
was Tyson. But
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
like, nigga, we're regular ass people. So he's like, nigga, how dare this nigga? He's like, how do you spread any type of love when you're spreading that type of hate? And then right
Exactly.
after that,
That's what I was
right
saying.
after that, Umar went on a fucking Facebook Live and said, Thriller set up the fight between me and Tyson. I want $5 million and I want to put towards my school.
Oh, you know what's crazy? If that happens, that'll be genius.
If it happens, I hope he does get the $5 million because I do want that school to get built. But I also want to see him.
And you got to watch out, though.
beat.
Dr. Umar is from Philly, man. And Philly, like, is a boxing town. Like, niggas just know how to fight in Philly, bro. I'm just being honest, nigga.
But
Like,
ain't
I'm not saying
But here's what I'm saying: ain't no trainer coming out for this nigga.
Umar
Yeah,
will definitely get a trainer, nigga.
I ain't nobody saying nothing yet.
Nigga, but I'm just saying, nigga, Dr. Umar, nigga, is not the first black man to, nigga, behaste or chastise other black men for dating or marrying white women.
No, but I'm saying
now none of them motherfuckers is right because it is what it is.
Because basically, niggas like, who the fuck is you? And then Freddie got on him, was like, nigga, fuck you. Nigga, before you fight Tyson, nigga, fight me, nigga, because you talking a lot of hot shit.
Nah, because they missing it. This man is a psychiatrist, bro. He's not playing in the gutter with these niggas mentally. He would love to go in there and get his ass knocked around a little bit for $5 million for this school that his legacy is now tied
That's
to.
It's a great idea. I'm not
You
saying
know what I'm
nothing
saying?
wrong with the
Because his
school.
legacy is tied to that
Yeah,
shit
because
now.
everybody bagging,
Nigga,
they
where the school at?
clowning on this nigga for that shit.
Remember that nigga was shitting on LeBron's school? Hey, bro, where the
Where
school
your
at?
school at? Because LeBron's just K through 12
Then they was
now.
like, oh well, you know, LeBron his shit because LeBron's is still in partnership with the school district. So I was like, that is fair because you doing it independent. But then LeBron turned around, nigga, and paid for all the motherfucking parents of the students, nigga, to go to college. Like, nigga, where you at?
Where are you at?
And I'm not comparing you to LeBron. LeBron a billionaire.
LeBron got money.
LeBron a billionaire. But I'm like, nigga, that just goes to show you, dog. Like, if you don't have the true infrastructure, nigga, to not deal with white people, how the fuck you gonna? It's just like racist white people that find out that when they say some racist shit that, oh damn, a lot of my fans were black. Niggas get canceled over some racist shit and be like, oh shit, I didn't know niggas fucked with me like that. Like, I didn't know. That's how it happens, bro. That's really how it happens. Like, think about all the people that it says, Dr. Clint Eastwood used to make box office smashes until black people found out he was racist, and he realized, like, damn, I didn't know majority of my fans that was buying this shit was black
Because there's a
people.
lot of kids watching westerns and shit. Like,
Fuck you
niggas
mean?
is
We didn't have
watching-
cable,
right.
nigga? It's young black kids that knew Clint Eastwood old movies and shit because they was growing up watching whatever come on TV.
I could always tell Clint Eastwood was racist.
Me
though.
too.
You could just see it.
Hey, it's a couple like old white actors that I fuck with that it would really break my heart if I found out a tape came out or something, nigga, or they was wilding.
Like Bruce Willis. If I
That
found
would
out
hurt.
Bruce
Bruce
Willis
Willis
was
would hurt, dog.
racist, that hurt
You know what's
me.
funny?
That
Me
I
and
would
my
not
sister.
be happy about that.
Shout out
one,
to
nigga. I'd be
Reeve.
like,
Shout out to
nigga,
Reeve. Me and Reeve had the same
That's one of my
conversation,
favorite
and Reeve was
white
just like,
actors.
"I'm not gonna lie, I'll cry if Bruce Willis is racist. I'll
Leo?
start dying."
Leo?
Let me see. Hold on.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
It's
If
the
I
only thing
found
about
out
Leo.
he
No.
was racist,
That's the only thing about Leo, bro. I would not be surprised if Leo was racist. I'm gonna tell you why. My fault. The nigga don't do no acting movies and from real time. This nigga don't be in no modern movies, nigga.
That's real.
That nigga love to pass. He love going back
I got one for you.
when he don't got to worry about no Negro counterparts, nigga, because niggas wasn't around, I guess.
That would
right?
hurt our soul.
Who?
Michael Rappaport.
Nah, bro. That nigga played Remy way too good, nigga. Michael Rappaport deep down inside.
Okay, so now I got one. Okay, here's one.
I'm not giving you that. Cause you see what he just did with KD, nigga.
Here's one. Okay.
Hold on. He showed some shit with the KD. He lost me with the KD shit. You can't be from this culture and be a bitch and a bully, nigga. Nigga, Michael Rappaport is joking on everybody, talking shit to everybody, right?
Till KD
like he was from the culture. Till KD fired his ass up, nigga. He went right to the. He threatened my life.
Adam Sandler.
I cry.
That would hurt.
Nah, he can't be, dog. He can't be.
Jerry Seinfeld.
I would fight him.
Jerry Seinfeld.
You know what's funny? Jerry Seinfeld, I definitely just feel like ain't racist.
It ain't at all.
But
I'd be sad.
But that nigga has. I don't like.
I would be sad. I ain't gonna hold you.
This is what. Let me say what I'm gonna say.
I'd be sad.
Jerry Seinfeld, his image, nigga, really like his career. All that says that nigga, there's a tape, nigga. But I don't think. But I know there's not, because like behind the scenes, fam, he's a fan of the culture. Yeah. Behind the scenes, dog, he's really a fan of like African American culture. Like he's proven that. Now, it's always been weird to me that you can do an all white cast like that, nigga, in New York City. But that ain't Jerry Seinfeld's fault. Nope. He didn't do that shit. Now Kramer, I knew Kramer was racist. I'm sorry, bro.
About that nigga.
I'm sorry.
You see something about that? Nigga.
I was not surprised when he got mad at them niggas for laughing, nigga, and fired their asses up, nigga. That shit was funny to me. I was like, oh yeah, I knew this nigga was.
Knew he was somewhere.
Now this is the thing that's fucked up, and I not fucked up in the sense that I have remorse or sorry for these niggas, cause fuck a racist, right? But if I'm being honest, well, no, I'm not even gonna say that, because when I say racism, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna just be 100, because what I was gonna say is. It's fucked up because I'm kind of racist, right? But I'm not a racist, and I don't want to play with that. But the thin line between there's a thin line between there's not a thin line between the act of racism, between being a racist person and actions, right? And then like bigotry. Like what happened to bigotry? Like niggas just got rid of bigotry and been like, oh, that nigga racist. He could just be a bigot. And to me, a bigot is a person that lives their lives through the lens of race all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not making you forget. Like I have nothing to do with you in your head forgetting nothing. You ain't say nothing to me.
I'm missing you. I done forgot like 6 people, my nigga. Let me get this one out.
All right, well, go ahead. I'll finish what I'm saying later.
Kelsey Grammer.
I'd kill him. Because nigga,
he's behind too many
shows, nigga. Because if Kelsey Grammer come out with like a nigga tape and fuck these niggas, he got to get smoked, fam. Because that nigga been playing too close to home.
Yeah, for a long time.
He got to get some more like nigga. You broke the nigga some family,
our heart, nigga.
Some like mafioso like nigga. You got to walk the plank, nigga. Yeah. You can't just. We ain't just canceling you, nigga.
How many black shows is he?
All of them.
All of them UPN black. Like he's.
Hey, and this is the fucked up part about that though. This is the fucked up part about that. And this goes to what I be speaking about, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, and Eminem, even though, nigga, I got to say this because I don't ever want nobody to ever get it fucked up. He can rap his motherfucking ass off.
Right.
I'm talking about the bar that they keep moving for people, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this is the fucked up part about it. Think of all the great black writers.
Yeah, and Kelsey Grammer got all the shows.
Like, this is the thing.
That's real.
He hired a lot of black writers. Mm-hmm. Which is, I give him credit for that. But, nigga, these ain't your stories, fam. Look, there's no white dude with a European accent, nigga, that's going to make girlfriends.
No.
He don't have the knowledge. He don't have the data to make that show. And to make it that accurate.
Yeah. You have to hire black people.
And then this is what I do. This is what's crazy. This is what's so crazy about Kelsey Grammer. Is his style is sophistication. Mm-hmm. So, because Frasier was one of my favorite shows.
It is a great show.
So, but the thing is,
sophisticatedly funny.
But the thing is, that's why he was able to make girlfriends. A sophisticated group of women that wasn't corny, nigga. They still like, nigga, they girlfriends,
hood,
nigga.
yeah, nigga.
But like, nigga,
But they
nigga,
knew how to not be hood
we
in the
doing what the
corporate
fuck we
space.
doing. But they had their moments, like, nigga, hold on.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like, dog, when you start looking at all the fucking shows
But he's a
that
part
Kelsey
of-
Grammer did, like, it's like all the black shows we grew up with to a
The
certain
Game
extent. Once they
was
stop,
his.
this is the thing. Once they stop letting black creators create their own show, Kelsey Grammer stepped
took
in
over, yeah.
and was doing. Now, this is the thing, though.
He didn't do a bad job.
No, he didn't do a
Represented
bad
us
job.
very well.
He did, and I appreciate that.
He represented us
I
well.
overly appreciate
Every
that.
fucking show he did put us in a good light.
Kelsey Grammer didn't give us any TV shows that had negative stereotypic characters in it.
Nope.
Not one. Now, to me, I know the creative plight. I know that that's why it's hard for Spike Lee to get movies funded, right? I know that John Singleton got movies and budgets thrown at him because his first movie at 19 years old was Colors. I know the kind of weaponization that they did. Like, he didn't know no better. He from Compton. He just trying to make it. But you took his bag. You took his shit and basically just it was there's people of the certain era that have argued that John Singleton makes modern day black snuff films.
Yeah.
Now, may the brother rest in peace. I'm kind of salty at the dude in terms of like creativity because I don't watch Snowfall because of this. Because when I watch Freeway sit down and tell how he met with this dude for months, pictures, everything, videotapes, letters, showed him like, this is my life, you know, because John Singleton was like, brother, you need a story. We need to make you a movie. We need to do this. And then all of a sudden, nigga, like, they developed Snowfall, and he's evolved with it all the way into the, like, 25th hour. And then they just ghost him.
Yeah.
And now we literally are getting sold, John, you know, his story.
Yeah.
John Singleton basically. Now, I'm not saying John Singleton had the power to do it. I'm not saying John Singleton didn't have the power to do it. He probably did. I know he's somewhat responsible, but then he died. And Freeway told a story about how he seen him before he died. And, you know, he was with his security, his goons, nigga. They just opened his driver and pulled up. Nigga, when the big nigga got out the car, opened the door, you know, he rode around like a boss still, and he jumped out the car, and John Singleton was coming down the stairs. And he said, man, he looked like he seen a ghost. You could hear his feet shuffle, like he was trying to stop, like, oh, shit. He said he thought it was over. And he said, I just looked at him and was like, John, you did me dirty, man. Yep. And this could have been your end right here. Just like that. Like, nigga, just as quick as you seen me and thought what you thought, don't think I ain't think about it either, nigga. Yeah, this could have been it right here. And I wouldn't have been wrong. You just stole millions of dollars from me. And my story. Like,
After a nigga just stole my name.
So now he has
and
to go.
my story.
Now he has to go. Hey, let's talk about that. You know what I think? I'm gonna give Rose some. This is just me. This is my opinion, just from looking at it and watching a Joe Rogan episode with Freeway Ricky Ross, nigga, a old Joe Rogan episode. When that nigga, before you could tell he knew, before he made $1 off that podcast, nigga, he on our shit. Because even Joe Rogan was like, well, man, you sure maybe? I think you might just be like a little amped on him, man. Like, I don't think it's all that intentional. Because Freeway was just, oh, no, he tried to do that. He did this. He tried to do that. His hair, man, everything is like me. Now, I get it. Because you hungry, nigga. And these motherfuckers that took millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars from you. And you looking at him like that's a quick fish to get some more. This the thing. When Ricky Rose reached out, fucked with him, it was all love. It was like, yo, you one of the niggas that, you know what I'm saying, I heard about. But he didn't like deny, like, nigga, I get. It's just no different than 50 Cent chosen his name.
Right.
It's like he said, nigga, I don't want to use no Italian mobster nigga that hate niggas. I named myself after a fucking gangster from Fort Greene Projects, nigga, in Brooklyn. So that's pretty much what Rose did. Like, nigga, this nigga used to be down between the South and L.A., nigga, pushing kilos.
Yeah,
I heard
to be Pablo Escobar.
I heard about him, nigga. I don't want to be Escobar, nigga. I'm fucking.
All right, that gave me
right?
a way to look at it. I like that.
This is the thing.
Okay.
I didn't know about this until
Okay.
I seen that. Until I seen it, I'm like, damn. So this the thing.
He's idolizing.
You know what I think happened? And this is why I'm not. Yeah, I'm
him.
not faulting either one of these dudes. I think Freeway coming from what he's coming from, nigga. He's supposed to be like that's the way you was made. That's how you know,
Right.
like nigga. Who's
Nigga ain't gonna take your name.
And I think what happened was, nigga, I don't think it was a name thing. I think it became a situation of like friendly extortion. Remember, when Freeway went to the penitentiary, nigga, no street nigga was trying to rap. That was corny.
Yeah.
They thought the rappers was corny, nigga. Oh, you niggas gonna sit there and nigga make poems about what we do. Whatever. Right? Like, that's really how street dope dealers and kingpins looked at rappers at one point in time. Like, nigga, hip-hop got really popping from a rap standpoint, nigga, because all the kingpins in New York, they would hire rappers to perform at the party.
Yep.
Those things turned into tapes, nigga. And then, you know, so on and so on. Like, somebody, we got to put this shit on record. Right? So it's just all birthed out of the culture. So I think that if you think about that level, like that time frame of Freeway, fam, I think he thinking this some corny ass nigga and want to be me. He want to, you know, be famous off my shit. So like, nigga, he gonna pay me, nigga, and go act like me as a rapper. That's not what Rose was trying to do at all. Right. And obviously you couldn't punk the nigga like you thought you could, and shit wasn't sweet. He tried to pay homage, nigga, and you didn't fuck with it. You shunned it. Like, nigga, nah, you know, I want you gonna pay me for this. That nigga start trying to get royalties and all type of shit, nigga. Like, and it's like, nigga, you didn't patent your fucking name and likeness, nigga. You wasn't that far ahead in the game. You was a 2-bit hustler, nigga, that got rich. This nigga couldn't read when he went to the pen. So you can't tell me, nigga, that you own the likeness of anything. Right. The fuck you talking about? And it's not a diss because I fuck with Freeway because to me, he's a genius. He really is. And then, like, because teaching himself how to read is how he found out about the, you know what I'm saying? The whole case and Iran-Contra and all that type of shit. Like, I get it. I'm just saying that, like, I think the timing of it, I think peer pressure, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like, oh, man, this motherfucker trying to steal your rap, nigga. Because, you know, think about his era. Like, that was some deadly shit. Like, nigga.
Still nigga whole name.
And rap, nigga, like, you go around talking about, nigga, imagine a nigga, what would happen to a nigga running around, a young nigga running around saying he was Frank Lucas. Like, when Frank Lucas was still like, nigga, doing Frank Lucas things. Like, somebody was going to snatch him up.
Yeah.
He was going to end up somewhere, and Frank was going to be like, oh, you me, huh? You seen that movie, Cadillac Records? Yeah. Though that's a real story about Lil Walter. Mm-hmm. A motherfucker was running around the South on the Chitlin Circuit, acting like Lil Walter. Lil Walter was a street nigga that got a record deal through Muddy Waters in Chicago. He was already a killer. That nigga pull up, nigga was like, hold on, nigga, Lil Walter, that's me. So he's like, wait, nigga. Say, man, which one of you niggas is Lil Walter? And he was like, man, I'm Lil Walter. And nigga just shot his ass, nigga, and got back on the bus. Like, that's a real story. That's in Muddy Waters' book. That's a real story. And Muddy Waters was like, man, I snatched him and got him on the bus. Like, man, you can't do that. He was like, that motherfucker taking money out of my food, off my plate. Now there's people that think they didn't pay to see a Lil Walter, so nigga, I can't come back next time and get that money again. And it's just how, some people you can't play with like that, man. But it's different times. I definitely think it was much more murderous times back then. You know what I'm saying? Don't you think? Because motherfuckers be acting like niggas be killing each other now. I'm like, bro.
Niggas kill each other senselessly now.
But I don't know, dog. Remember, think about we in Nevada, fam. Like, you used to right now, Oregon is still a, what's it called? Fucking, what's the word, bro? Like, right now in Oregon, if me and you are beefing, it's either Oregon or Washington State. I think it's Oregon.
Oh, yeah, you get into a fight, cops pull up.
No, it's a mutual combat zone or whatever it is. Like, yeah, so the cops could come. They come.
And they're going to make sure
the
fight ends.
No, but they ask, though, like, you can be like, no, we want to fight. I'm challenging this man. I want to fight this thing. Bro, you can YouTube this shit right now. There's hella footage, nigga. It's on my West Coast. Hella footage. It's all kind of footages, like Cardi B says, nigga. The footages is out there, bro. People really just, man, we fighting and the cops sitting there. It's one nigga that dressed up like a superhero and shit. They used to play football. And like, because it's a mutual combat joint, like anytime he would go out and just see like the dude that's kind of like being too aggressive with a girl at the bar or some dudes picking on somebody, he would just come in and just fight him. He was like an MMA fighter. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. And that's what he would do. He was dressed up like he had his whole little gimmick, like a superhero. But he just run around nigga streets of Oregon at night, nigga, going from club to club, beating people up, nigga. In the name of justice. I can't make this shit up, bro. Look it up. It's crazy. But shit, man. It's been a good one.
It's another episode of the Always Talking Shit show.
I am your boy, Akeem Sincere. fucked my
boy.
rhythm off earlier.
I'm your
We
boy,
alright.
Doc. Hey, I just added
Go
an
ahead,
extra
nigga.
word. Nigga.
Go ahead.
I'm your boy, Doc on. It ain't even time. You fucked it up still.
No, we just freestyling out. I was about to hit you with the FU joint. As soon as you like, look, I'm your boy Doc on. Well, F you. That's what I was about to do. But I'm more respectful than that.
Man, get the fuck out of here. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Dub, man. It's a
You're
dub.
always talking shit show.